emerged triumphant from all our foes. Through the crucible unscathed, we passed victorious, our trumpets pealing the glorious song. Play it, sing it, all hail Biafra. Oh, hail Biafra, we shall always remember all that perished in the struggle for our freedom. All hail our heroes, our prayers shall be known both day and night. Say them always, all hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. Now our star shines everywhere. We crave humility. God guide and protect us all. All hail your wisdom, shielding us from fury, unleashed by your enlightenment. Biafra, Biafra, shining forever.
In the heart of Biafra's land, where courage blooms, Mazinamti Kanu stands, defying darkened tombs. A beacon of hope, a voice soon yielding. He fights for justice, freedom, heart's true healing. Mazi Asume Sumwe Counsel, your spirit ablaze, guiding your people through the tumultuous mazes. From prison walls you sing defiance and truth, a symphony of liberation, unwavering in you. Freedom, freedom, let it echo across the hills, where rivers flow and dreams ascend, where hope fulfills. Biafra's anthem rises, carried by winds so strong, a melody of resilience, a battle cry, a lifelong song. Chains may bind, but not the soul. Mazinamti Kanu, your purpose takes its toll. The world may turn away, blind to your plight, yet your flame burns brighter, igniting the fight. Behind prison bars you weave tales of courage, a tapestry of resistance woven without rage. Your words pierce the silence like sunbeams through rain, calling for freedom's dawn, breaking every chain. Freedom, freedom, let it echo across the hills, where rivers flow and dreams ascend, where hope fulfills. Biafra's anthem rises, carried by winds so strong, a melody of resilience, a battle cry, a lifelong song. Hey. This situation is complex, and this song does not capture all aspects. Let us continue to hope for justice and peace. Dun dun.
Hello, my wonderful people of Biafra, friends of Biafra, and lovers of freedom. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of us, depending on your time zone. This is Maazị Ezumezu Nwekwensu. As I welcome you to this wonderful edition, please endeavor to welcome others. It's very important. As you come in, please also share our program, invite your loved ones, tell them that Maazị Ezumezu Nwekwensu is online, nwoke eziokwu, because ka anyị si wee kwakwu tata bụ ka anyị si wee kwakwu na mbụ. Onwe onye anyị fụrụ ilu ya anya, anyị na-ekwebe ahụ eziokwu Chineke. So as I welcome you once more again, please endeavor to welcome others. And Chika, Austin, I know you're here already. If you are man enough, you want to defend yourself, or you want to debunk what I will say today, when I will put up the link, come in. Don't be afraid. Don't be a coward. So, Biafrans, as I went once more again, please welcome others. It's very important. Bwana Maazị Otimbodombo is online. Bwana Maazị Otimbodombo is online. Na Maazị Ezumezu Nwekwensu, I'm online. Yeah, the Duke, you are welcome. You are welcome. In this struggle, I have no permanent friend. I have no permanent enemy. Iman kemme tabi agwam. As all know, Maazị Ezumezu, I am not a broadcaster before. I told you guys, I'm not a broadcaster. I'm not a media man because it's not my it's not my thing. It's not my thing. I don't know how to do it. That's why okum na adaka thunder. Okum na adaka thunder. Oyibom na adaka na wati ananko. But the fact is that at the end of the day, you must get my message. That is the fact. Chika Austin, educated illiterate, educated fool. How dare you to attack the wise counsel, Barrister Ejimakor, MK lawyer team? But before we go home, we must recognize hardcore Italian regional coordinator, Maazị Oglo. Maazị Oglo, you are welcome to the program, Maazị Ekenengo. So Chika Austin, not 2021. This is not 2021. This is 2025. All Ebola educated fool. All Ebola educated illiterates. Check yesterday. The activities of China Sawan Kita. The activities of Chika Paul Eduze Mosin Abwani. 21 bottles room Ike. Kebe oli de bato. Nothing. When I told them that Mazin Nankana has moved on, the channel has seen. I can want Tibe Biafra. We are welcome, Mazin. You are welcome, Mazin. My happiness is that Agwamun, whatever you did, you must receive it. Lies don't last of time. Lies don't last of time. You guys should go and check in 2022. For those of you that are following me, 2022, Agwamu Chika Paul Edoziemu, Chinasa Wankita, Austin Agbani, 21 bottle, that this evil they created must surely come after them. That this Richard Cadmilia worms now to do a lot of damage in this IPOB, in this family, we come after them. Today, on the make another, you guys should go 2022 and check my program when I tell them. I repeated it on 2023 too. Today, on the make another, it's happening. The recent one is Methuselah, 1,000 teeth. Go and see what he's saying. Because eziokwu na kwuru ya ọtọ, anaghị ekpuchi afọ ime aka. Anaghị ekpuchi afọ ime aka. Ụkwara oge ọda. You guys know that me and Methuselah, we are not in the same lane. But these are the people that will help to build their profile. These are the people that will help to build their profile. Today, you guys know when I say something, I like to bring out evidence. This is the fact. This is the fact. Igwe Ugochukwu Joseph. I will share the login. I will share the link that you allow me to pass my message, and I'll share the link. If you want to come in, come in. But remember that in my program, when you want to come in my program, your camera must be open. I repeat, your camera must be open. That is my law. Your camera must be open. If your camera is not open, I will not bring you in. And I don't put on phone number for you to call because I'm not my way with server. My own way, DJ. I'm not chasing cloud. So I will put on the link as you demand, but your camera must be open. That is the fact. Now, Biafrans, let's go. The reason why I'm addressing Chika Austin for the first time. This is for the first time I'm addressing this educated fool, educated illiterate. For the first time. On my program yesterday, I don't know. And two things can you address this fool tonight. One, we were attacking the Wise Counsel, Barrister Ejimakor. Second, that he's repeating what Chinasa Wankita said. That if they buy them, or people are that nothing will happen. These are the two things that make me to come after this educated illiterates. Chineke ya akpọ. It's not in Nigeria. I think maybe for me, I think it's in South America, but that is not important. Or in Africa, it's not important. But it's important that it's getting the message. So Chika Melike, Chika Austin, you know about this program because you have been on the post. I saw your comments. I did not even respond to you, but I know you will be on the program, even on the. On the limbs. You saw the post I made about you. So be man enough to come in. So, Biafrans, let's start. We will have to start with the video he made. We have to start with the video he made. Okay.
Okay, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I am Master Chika Austin, and I since today we have been waiting for the update from the court to understand what actually played out. Let me believe I'm coming out loud and clear, visual and audio wise. Let me believe I'm coming out loud and clear. So, because I want to talk very brief as much as I can to talk about today's court, of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the reports that we are getting out there. They are quite a disturbing one. Yes, the reports are really a disturbing one for those of us who do not know, because there are certain things we have been raising alarm on, but some people believe no one should talk about it. Some people believe it doesn't worth talking about, but before each and every one of us is just playing out. The honest truth remains, we as a people should tell ourselves sincerely what actually do we want, because the struggle for Biafra, this project has seen a lot of influx of people who do not even understand the whole essence of this project. Some people came in just to seek popularity. They discuss Biafra topically just to get attention, be noticed, be known. And in the difficult times, you see them, they take a bow and leave. And you can't hold them, because you don't blame them when you allow yourself to be fooled. So today because we have been talking about the role of Barrister Aloy Ejimakor. Some people will say, don't talk about it, blah, 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 but it's virtually playing before every one of us. One good thing about reality is that reality is not bendable to your illusion. How you feel, how you think, or how you expect, does not regulate, reality. When reality is at work, those your, subtitles, they all fizzle out. We have been saying it that Barrister Aloy, by act, is playing a severe role to undermine this project. Some people say, why should we say that? He aided Ekperima activities, instigated rivalry between the family of the leader and the leadership, instigated problem between the leader and the former legal team, his business has been to instigate problem where none is existing. And people tend not to understand. Look at what happened to the court today. It's important let's see some of the reports so that some of us can
Now,
understand
Biafrans, I want to take
things that
this
happen.
video a little back down. I
Let's
want
see
to take
some
it
of the
back a bit.
reports that are coming up.
I want you guys to listen.
I'm going to analyze these reports because this
Shut up your mouth.
the honest truth remains, we as a people should tell ourselves sincerely what actually do we want, because the struggle for
Remember what you said. You said we should be honest. We should start telling ourselves the truth. Now, are you telling Biafrans the truth? Are you telling Biafrans the truth? Or are you doing what your master told you to do? Are you telling Biafrans the truth? Or are you doing the bid of your master? Chinasa Wankita, Chika Paul Edoziemu, Tony one bottle, Ezlumike, Austin Agbani. Are you telling Biafrans the truth? Let's listen to him.
This project has seen a lot of, influx of people who do not even understand the whole essence of this project. Some people came in just to seek popularity. They discuss Biafra topically just to get attention, be noticed, be known. And in the difficult times, you see them, they take a bow and leave. And you can't hold them because you don't blame them when you allow yourself to be fooled. So today because we have been talking about the role of Barrister Aloy Ejimakor. Some people will say, don't talk about it, blah, 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 but it's virtually playing before every one of us. One good thing about reality is that reality is not bendable to your illusion. How you feel, how you think, or how you expect, does not regulate, reality. When reality is at work, those your, subtitles, they all fizzle out. We have been saying it that Barrister Aloy, by act, is playing a severe role to undermine this project. Some people say, why should we say that? He aided Ekperima.
So, Biafrans, you guys listen to what he said. That the wise counsel, Pastor Aloy Ejimakor, is playing a severe role to undermine this project. Ọ na-aka mma a na-ekwu okwu a si na-agbalị ya n'Igbo, because ndị amala ebe a na-akọ ndị etiwere agbajiri shọkụ ka mụnwa enye ji iwe wuwe mee gịnị wee saba isi. I like is playing a severe role to undermine this project. Do you know how many court cases Aloy have won for IPOB? There's no lawyer in IPOB since Onion started this thing that have won case, apart from Aloy Ejimakor. No lawyer. If you doubt me, I want you guys to prove me wrong here. No lawyer has won any case for IPOB apart from Aloy Ejimakor. IPOB case. I say IPOB case, not setting people free. Maybe you will tell me about appeal court, the child and acquitted. But did that judgment stand? Did the case stand? No, because Nigeria government went to appeal the judgment, and they granted them the state execution. So they did not want the case. They now moved to Supreme Court. But Barrister Ejimakor, the Wise Counsel, have won several cases. No challenge. How about African Union Tribunal? He won the case in 2018. 2018, if in case you guys don't know, go and make a research. 2018, they have won the case for African Tribunal for IPOB. They have won the case. The same, the Wise Counsel have also won the case in Umuahia High Court that said that Nigeria government should take Mazi Nnamdi Kanu back to Kenya and pay some money and tender apology to him. No challenge on that. So tell me, this is the person that you are saying that is undermining this project. See, Biafrans, like I said before, when we are playing this video, we also play the video of Methuselah, 1,000 teeth. We're also using Methuselah video to respond to him. Methuselah recent video. I'm not talking about the old videos, his old videos I have. No, the recent ones to respond to this educated fool. Because you are doing the work of your masters. But want to deceive Biafrans again. Everybody's wise up. Because you can deceive a lot of people in 2021. Including me in 2021. You can deceive me in 2021. You can deceive me. Not until that 2021 ending. I said, no. So you think you can carry this propaganda again to 2025? You put it on them. Maazị Ezumezu nwa ekwensu. Go and check ndị niile mgba ha afa alọdọba. Check one is searching na France. Gịnị na-eme today? Check nke na-akpọ humble lion na Turkey. Agwa me that I will stop the criminality against our people. Agwa me the Chika media warn that they will never be at peace until onye ndị apụta. Omekonomele gịnị me? And when that Chika media worm, that IPOB warrior, we end. When they end the gear, we can another warrior again. You want to know now IPOB media. You know why? Because of what one name. Because if you are sincere in this struggle, if you are sincere, I'm not talking about Nanti. Say you are good. If you are sincere in this struggle, the spirit will possess you. Before you know it on them, and say, how come? You will prophet, but you are not a prophet. Due to that, it is sincere. I can go quarter. So we shall be using some of Methuselah's sent video to respond to this educated fool. Let's allow him to talk. Okay. Oyabido?
Instigated rivalry between the family of the leader and the leadership. Instigated problem between the leader and the former legal team. His business has been to instigate problem where none is existing. And people tend not to understand. Look at what happened to the court today. It's important let's see some of the reports so that some of us can understand things that happened. Let's see some of the reports that are coming up. I'm going to analyze these reports because this is what very brief, in a brief way. Now,
yeah, go ahead and analyze because some of you guys are good to analyze. This is the fact. Maazị Ezumezu nwa ekwensu, I am not a good analyzer. I'm not going to say I analyze. But the fact is that that ezoku Chineke. Oya ada unanti ka tonda. Mmetigo timbodombo. ikwuchi ibe niile na-ekwusi oyibo niile na-asụ mma chịkọ ya ọnụ wee tie gị monde hama Chika akpọọ ọkụ.
Now, he said
Let's
the
continue.
ongoing case, this is the judge is being quoted. The judge is being quoted here. He said the ongoing, this is the judge speaking. The ongoing case is a serious matter that should not be trivialized by any lawyer from any of the parties. The judge is calling the attention of the judges from the government and the judges from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu side of the seriousness of this matter. And I understand the position of the judge. Most of us, yes, Nigeria judicial system is corrupt, but not all the judges. There were judges that are still upright in their dealings. There are people who can never allow the state to influence them. We have seen it in the appeal court. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's appeal court. The judges stood on their ground, though they saw the consequences. They dared the consequences. Most of them suffered for that decision. In court of appeal, where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu defeated the state, a random defeat against the Nigerian state, when Ozakeme and the Ejiofor were there, the judges boldly stood on justice, and most of them were transferred to even places, dangerous zones. They never cared. And the signal this one is also giving is showing, though we shouldn't be positive or optimistic for now, but there is possibility that he wants the right thing to be done. Now, he's warning the two parties lawyer to be careful not to think that this matter is not serious, because you see, since Aloy took over this matter, he has been trying to, make it as if it's not a serious matter. Now, in one of the video posts on his Facebook page, Ejimakor was said to have called on Biafrans to rise against the persecution of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is what the attention of the judge was called on that by the Nigerian legal representative. And
Biafra, sorry, want to bring this. Okay, let me bring it back. Okay, not the back here.
okay, now
This is supposed to be
Agabi condemned Aloy. He said, and this is what Agabi now, the Nigerian, the state to influence them. We have seen it in the appeal court. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's appeal court. The judges stood on their ground, though they saw the consequences. They dared the consequences. Most of them suffered for that decision. In court of appeal, where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu defeated the state, a random defeat against the Nigerian state, when Ozakeme and the Ejiofor were there, the judges boldly stood on justice, and most of them were transferred to even places, dangerous zones. They never cared. And the signal this one is also giving is showing, though we shouldn't be positive or optimistic for now, but there is possibility that he wants the right thing to be done. Now, he's warning the two parties lawyer to be careful not to think that this matter is not serious, because you see, since Aloy took over this matter, he has been trying to, make it as if it's not a serious matter. Now, in one of the video posts on his Facebook page, Ejimakor was said to have called on Biafrans to rise against the persecution of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is what the attention of the judge was called on that by the Nigerian legal representative. And this is what Agabi, now, the Nigerian legal side called the attention of the court on one of the posts Ejimakor made. In that post, Ejimakor asked Biafrans to rise against the, the persecution of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, if you look at the third paragraph, it says, Agabi, Kanu's lead lawyer, equally condemned Ejimakor's action. He apologized profusely over the conduct and promised that such would not repeat itself. You see, Agabi, who is the leading counsel, apart from that, the judge condemned it. Agabi, who is the leading counsel, so apart from the fact that the court attention was called upon, Agabi, who is a leading lawyer to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, also condemned what Aloy did. Let's read ahead. Let's also read ahead. Very, very important. So that we understand things that are really going. You see? Now, Agabi condemned Aloy. He said, in his reaction, Justice James Omotosho expressed displeasure over he described as unprofessional conduct among Kanu's legal team. Unprofessional conduct because of what Ejimakor did. The judge generalized it to be unprofessional conduct. Now, he said unprofessional conduct amongst Kanu's. He described Ejimakor and others as mere content creators who do not want the trial to end for their selfish interest. This is what the judge acknowledged today. This is what the judge pinpointed today. That Ejimakor is merely a content creator. Just like the guy in Finland, he also served. Although that one they never denied, that one made it clear that him himself, is a content creator. And we are not seeing what's supposed to be a noble composition being ridiculed before the court. The court described Ejimakor as that he's just a mere content creator who does not want this matter to end for his selfish interest. That is what the judge acknowledged. Because when we saw these things, people do not understand. We keep on saying that the action of this man is obviously pointing to the fact that he wants to undermine this project. Some people say, no, he's a special counsel. The leadership have raised alarm on that. Nobody took notice of that. The former legal team also reported about it, that Aloy is playing a dangerous game. Nobody took that serious. All what the siblings of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu keep doing is to market him before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at all costs. The same him scattered the former legal team. Now he has also, there is a composition of another legal team. Remember, he raised the alarm. Agabi said it was lie. Agabi faulted him.
Shut up, mature on here. Can't you go Timbo? Can you all can click on now? Can say Aquala. Chika ya walk. Now in Biafrans, for those of you that are watching me now, I think this program is about 41 minutes. No? Now, can somebody tell me the crime of the White Council, Barrister Aloy Ejimakor? Remember, he said it with his mouth that Aloy Ejimakor crime. The reason why he's attacking Aloy Ejimakor now, the reason why he's blackmailing the wise counsel now, the reason why he's lying against him now is because Aloy, the wise counsel, tell Biafrans to rise up to defend their leader on media. Bam! This is the crime of Aloy Ejimakor. This is the crime. You guys listen when you say it. This is the only crime that Aloy want to undermine this project by telling Biafrans to rise up. But Biafra, let me tell you something, our golden voice, but it's like I say it. And when you say it, I look at it and say, yeah, you are that Aloy, the wise counsel, is not only lawyer, he's also activist. Because he's every time on Twitter. Remember, some time ago, Chinasa Wanketa mocked him that every time he's on Twitter tweeting. But Onyendu told us that Twitter is one of the weapons we are using. Every we have. So the only crime Aloy committed that this Okoko Chineke ya akpọ mbose ekemboso onye mbosa mbose mkpọ is just ask Biafrans to rise up and defend our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the only crime. Oh no, he was Aloy ime. Oh no, was he was Aloy ime. But you guys listen when what he said, because now the judge see that nobody, no parties should go out there and say. But remember, it was these same people that always come on media to deceive their gullible one. That no update is coming. That when our leader is going to court, they don't tell Biafrans. Even at extent when Lolo was on Biafra TV or Radio Biafra, they also tell him that Aloy is not giving reports. But look at Aloy now is giving report, telling Biafra what to do. Now, this Okoko, Udenemelema, Ogono, Itologo Kakachala, Dogo. But then I say the crime now that Aloy was the Biafra to defend our leader. That is the crime Aloy committee. So actually, no. Oh no, we know that thing Aloy ime. This Okuleba, because I'm using him. No, can that judge now? That now Aloy gonna use his media handle to tell Biafra to rise up for what the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So we know that thing. Tell me. Then when I will put on my link, I want you to come in and tell me. Now, remember, this is same people who put Aloy and any update, included Biafra child Okpo, not Germany. He also called on Radio Biafra several times. Also informed our leader's wife that no updates. And our Lord was okay, everything will change. And we tell our leader. Now, Aloy now in information on his media. This is the crime Aloy commits. This is the crime the wise counsel commits. People are now calling Aka. This Dogo, oh my, what he's doing, what he's saying is wrong. But he's doing the bid of their masters. China Sawanketa. Today we saw what Methuselah is doing. And now Methuselah. Now what talent does ya do ododo. The same Methuselah take ya koku yoko. Someone man says mezu nwe ekwensu. You are eziokwu aga. Go and check our four cardinal points onye nduku. What is that? If you are the only person saying the truth, remain them saying the truth, even though you leave the point of death. Go and check when I came out. They say leave Mazi Nnamdi in 2 weeks. It will run back. In 2 weeks, it will close. But those of them are closing. Oh, isi kpọrọ and eche na ọ ya ada. Nke dị ndụ agbakiri na ada. Oh, isi kpọrọ nkụ eche na ọ ya ada. Nke dịzi ndụ a na-agbakiri na ada. Mazi Nnamdi ga-anọkwa ebe a. Mazi Ikechukwu Ọnụọra, the barrister JP. Also, Mazi Nnamdi, the reason why I love you is you are consistency. This Dogo Chineke ya akpọ ọkụ. Ibia with the wise counsel ọnụ. Mmeti go timbo nombo. Mmese ga akwala. Maybe after today, ị na-ekwuzi okwu, ịmara ihe ị na-ekwu. Chineke ya akpọ ọkụ. and can start kwagi until the link, but I will bring you in. Oh yeah,
Agabi
let's continue
quoted
listening
him.
to him.
Today too, Agabi condemned him before the judge. Agabi condemned his action before the judge. Do you know what that means? That means Aloy is not even working in synergy with the current legal composition. Remember, he never worked in synergy with the previous one. This one again, he's doing his own thing, minding his own business, trying to even the judge said he's a content creator. And when we say some of these things, you know, some of you with emotions think it's a joke. You don't joke with government. If you any
Maz, our national coordinator in Italy, Italian national coordinator, Maz Oglosi, Maz Esumez, this guy don't deserve to give attention, honestly. Yeah, Maz, yeah, you are right. But remember, media is so powerful. Media is so powerful. They will tell you guys they are not watching Maz Esumez, but if I tell you thousands are watching, this woman in France, one that name, one is searching at France. Everybody, go to the media now. Only tell me address. See one is searching at France. So whatever this guy is saying, we cannot say that now. Let's not give this guy attention. We need to debunk this guy, because he appear only some gullible followers. Remember when they started, Kantakan is not Onyendu brother. Remember when they start saying that they asked him Takano, he said Onyendu was on the man to play. He started from one person, one Okoko, from there or making expand there. So anything about media, if you have an opportunity to debunk it, do it. It's very important. It's very, very important. That's why our leader, everything you know, look at the reason why we are doing this. Onyendu establish ESN. Onyendu volunteer. No volunteer. Now, only they put that in the volunteer or go. Even but today, and they will take that the mark only doing your ESN. Media is powerful. So anything if we have the opportunity, we debunk it. Makechi ade amama. Ndewo mazi. Ndewo. Thank you. Now let's listen to what you said.
If you're not smart, don't fight with state actors. If you're not smart, if you cannot be smart to deduce certain, if you cannot be smart to deduce certain things, don't ever engage in battle with state actors. Because if you do, you will have an all-round losing. He has been trying to undermine this project. The judge stated that Aloy is doing everything to make this matter not to end for his selfish interest. Probably he's making money from this matter. Because our people do not
Shut up your mouth. Now, who is making money from this matter? From this case? Who is making money? Let's say with fact and figure. And we have said it before now. And we say if a Zekome say it's a lie, we tender the receipts, the bank details and everything. Zekome did not deny. Like the Ejiofor came out, the most trusted, the SAC lawyer came out and said he was never repaid. They will now remind him about 18,000 US dollars. Now, Ezekome was paid over 90,000 US dollars. Ezekome was paid over 90,000 US dollars. Almost as much as Nekwe. I hate the fact the bank account, Apple in America and everything is bank details. But all one Ezekome put on as nasi. I told you. Now Ejiofor Oh, well, about $18,000 a year, no, for something as an admin. Every time money was given to a Ejiofor, or say, I got a cotton car, or ganka, he was making money. That is why Ejiofor forgot that he's a lawyer and become IPOB member. Ejiofor forged our leader's signature with Madam Oyibo to open Umuele account. Today, where is the Umuele account? And I'm a joke. Today, where is the Umuele account? Before you can let's continue listening to
Understand the gravity of certain issues. We think everything is just a bono. That is what most of us think. The judge described it. This is a man. In fact, there is something I'm going to also project. He said, look at what the judge said. He said, the judge charged all parties. Okay. He particularly warned Aloy, Ejimakor, to stop such conduct that may warrant disbarring of lawyer.
Chika, hold on. Just hold on. Hold on, Chika. Can play one or two videos of Olago. He come in. I will bring you in. But remember, your camera must be open. So hold on, Chika. Eh? Kaido sago go bele iwi ku n'ọnụ. Kaido sago utezoku Chineke. So hold on. You don't want you.
Do you see what the judge? Ejimakor, this is the judge saying, Ejimakor even have the audacity to post the approved list of counsel for Nnamdi Kanu on his Facebook page. The judge is even noticing, because I will try and get a video. There was a video I made years back. That should be 2 years or less than that, where I started telling our people that the essence, what these guys are trying to do is to reduce Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to a common level. And I would dig out that video. Heaven helps me. I would dig out that video. All these things you see Aloy doing, using the siblings of Nnamdi Kanu, is to bring down Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to a common level. Retrieve him from not being a national figure to just a small level, whereby the government can easily have his way, have her way, I mean to say. That's exactly the whole thing Aloy is playing. That is the whole thing he's using the siblings of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You see them, they try to instigate problem between Onyendu and the leadership. In fact, Aloy started his conspiracies when the previous legal team and him were briefing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All of them will gather and brief Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He started instigating the process of dividing them so that him himself will be briefing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu separately. So that he can dis and misinform him against the leadership. That time, in fact, he so much fed Onyendu with wrong information to the point that we heard that Onyendu said that the Perima should broadcast on the radio. We heard that Onyendu said so person should be added in the DOS, including the weaklings, people who have no reputation, and so a lot of undermining signals were coming, courtesy of Aloy's plot to mess everything up.
Now, Biafrans, remember, the second point Chika also raised up is that Aloy posted MK defense team. Aloy posted our lawyers on media. For we to know our lawyers, he posted it. Aloy, the water and snow. He posted it out. for you to know who is defending your lawyer, your leader. I'm sorry. This is the crime again Aloy committed. I want you guys to be writing it down. Chika, I'm on in there, but no, I will bring you in. So the crime Aloy committed again was that Aloy dish out the names of the lawyers that are defending Mazin Nandi Kanu, which he has been doing for a very long time. Or today with the first time, Omelia. Joanne Ajuju, or today with the first time, Aloy need information of the MNK legal team. And again, is it a bad thing? The white council woman? The answer is no. You see, this guy, he knows the truth, but he was doing the bid of his masters. He's doing the bid of his masters. Now, he talked about Simon Eber. Now, who brought the news that Simon should be broadcasting on Radio Biafra? Is it Aloy? Is it Aloy? Remember, it was Ifeanyi Ejiofor, the sack lawyer, the most trusted. Remember when Simon was telling us that anybody that attack Aloy, attack Ejimakor, is attacking him. Simon was saying it. Simon worked with Ejiofor more than Aloy. This is the fact. Remember when Simon was calling people to go and defend Barrister Ejiofor's house when DSS attacked his home? The truth is there. Why this? Now, this guy, I told you that this is not 2021. This is 2025, for God's sake. Chika, are you not ashamed of yourself? You see that I was equal Ezioku. That Ezioku came from now. Who brought the news that Simon should be broadcast on Radio Biafra? It was Ifeanyi Ejiofor. It was Ifeanyi Ejiofor. I have the videos. Chika Paul don't say it. So what are you talking about? Okay, let's continue.
And people do not know. Look at the judge of Federal Republic. If this judge is not concerned, if this judge is not worried, this is a judge that said he feels concern over the lengthy incarceration of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The judge pointed it out. If this judge is not concerned, he will not even let Aloy. He will not call Aloy to order. He will allow Aloy to keep on acting what he's acting.
Chika, hold on first. Hold on. Can I go your test? Your test is even there now. No, Biafrans, I want you guys to lead this test from Chika Austin, the guy that was test. Also, you will lack comprehensive mind. The judge faulted it, and that is what I refer. Go and enroll in evening school. Look at this guy. The judge pointed it. You are referring it. You bring it on media for what? The judge faulted it. You now bring it on media to criticize Aloy, to blackmail him, attack him. Is it the right thing to do? You as an IPOB member. As an IPOB member, the lawyer that defending your leader, is it the best thing to do to bring whatever the garbage the judge said? Try to paint it. To blackmail your leader, lawyer? Yes, that's what the judge said. But is it the right thing for you to do? You as an IPOB member, are you now a Nigerian agent? And Majogu Chika. I'm asking you. If you are man enough, you come in. I'm going to put your message here. One best Richard, Okay, your statement. Okay, what's your statement? Also bring Chika Austin and stop rolling around. No problem. I'm just trying to what he said. I'll bring it in, but I'm watching your message. You there like I'm insult me. This is my I block you. Ozibo. All my says me. Did you say? Did you Simon say about me? Draw this card, the drawer, you know. I don't chase shadow. I don't chase cloud ever. You want to call Ezoku Chineke. So last. Ọ na Chika sị na ebe ka ndị nwe na mmeche the program tinye ya the link ọ dị ọma na abata ọma mbata na program ma bụrụ asị m tinye link ọ bata no nkwuche m na-ekwu but ọ na-ekwu nke ya so allow me to finish my own analyzing when I'm done I put the link.
But because
So,
the judge
let's listen to you.
understood that what Aloy is doing is not going to help
Okay.
Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in any way, the judge have to confront Aloy today and say, stop what you're doing. You don't want this matter to end because of your selfish interest, because of what you're gaining. And that Gabi, who also is a Onyendu legal team, also joined the judge to condemn Aloy. So when we say all these things, people do not understand. Some people will say, why did our leaders still keep him this? You don't understand the power of misinformation. That is what it is. Remember, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is restricted. He is restricted. And the reason why the government restricted him to that point is to make sure they send always a wrong signal to him. This is how countries operate. This is how government operate. They want to first of all destroy you in the mind, destroy your mind, your project mentally. But I believe heaven will not allow that. Now, let me do further projections. Because why we are saying this, so that posterity will be fair to us. So that posterity will be fair to us when records will be taken. Who uttered what he uttered? People can say, oh, Chika also said it. Very, very important. If I also say wrongly, posterity will also be harsh on me.
Yes. If you see this you just said now, I 100% agree with you. That whatever you said, prosperity will also remember you. And that is the reason why I'm doing this. Because even when we are live on this earth, when we are done on this earth and gone, maybe internet will still exist. Maybe our children will come across these videos, see our activities. And I like him. Because this man, Chika Austin, I must be honest with you guys. A lot of people love this guy when he was coming up before. Because the way he do his own things is different way. But you can see when he started doing the bid of his masters, he's changed. A lot of people don't like him anymore. Go out, just go to his handle. People don't like. You see, when you start debating, people will understand it. The hardcore we know. Now,
That
let's
is
continue.
what it is. Now, he said on whether the DSS can be influenced by politicians or ministers, the witness stated that the agency is under the Office of National Security Advisor, that is Ribadu. He also clarified that the Attorney General does not teleguide the operations of DSS as the mode of intelligence gathering. Listen and listen very carefully. Listen and listen very carefully.
Biafrans, before we continue, we must recognize one of the high principal officer, the hardcore, a regional coordinator from America, Mazi Chiezoku. Mazi Chiezoku, you're welcome, sir. You're welcome. Because in IPOB, we don't have leadership. What we have is principal officers. You know, and when we are using that leadership, when Uchemefor was there, and only this is the only leader we know. Others are principal officers from DOS down, principal officers to the unit coordinator. Now, introduce to in the leadership to you guys. Now, let's see the message from Chika. Can I go message Chika there now? Chika, just last, or maybe send the last, and I will bring you in. Also, the only appreciation I have for you is your ability to play this message of mine here for people who couldn't hear it when I broadcast it. You don't try now. Now listen, Chika. They draw where someone man says nwe ekwensu. And I'm a mere porty. That's when that watching us and one kita. Etimi otimbo. I don't blackmail people. I don't lie against people. I don't lie against people. When I'm talking about you, I will bring your message. Man, even if typing along kita is to I'm not all those people that blackmail people like what you're saying. No. That's the reason why I'm playing your video complete for people to hear for food that we know. You don't blackmail the wise counsel Aloy Ejimakor. You can't do that. Well, this is not 2021.
Carefully,
So
but
let's continue.
when we say some things people do not understand, there are things that are being added today, not for today's result. It's called a build-up. This is how government operate. If government want to nail you next year, they use today to build up what they will use to nail you. Now look at what DSS witness said. Ask on the mode of intelligence gathering. How do DSS gather the intelligence? That was what Agabi asked. He said the witness noted that the sources are many. The sources at which DSS and National Intelligence Agency are many, including human and social media, among others. Listen, this is what a DSS witness is saying. How do they gather their evidences? He said, through human sources, including social media. You see, people do not understand. When you see Aloy a few years ago declassifying a confidential chat between him and Ekperima, alluding that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in that chat, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is also aware of his trip to Enugu, that he also knows the activities of Ekpa. Aloy did that thing deliberately. These are some of the things the DSS is gathering to connect.
Therefore, you know, I'm a good no kwela man asi na adema no oyibo. If you want to lie against someone, man, English is the perfect language you will use. If you want to lie, if you want to blackmail people, English is better language to use. Now, how go know that Aloy expose the chat with him and Ekperima, confidential, blah, 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 you know? What the same Ekperima, the same Simon on us now the wise counsel was working with. Now the same person is exposing Simon through their text messages, according to him. And the text messages was talking about, remember, it was when the wise counsel brought a news to Simon that Onyendu said, menka. And Onyendu proposed this wise counsel that if Simon refused to do this, he should do it public. And the same thing the wise counsel made. That was when they have conversation with him. This is the fact. What did they on media? So tell me, if Aloy, the white counsel, is obeying Simon Ekpa, will that thing happen then? The answer is no. Aloy is doing his work and is doing what his clients told him to do, what our leader told him to do. Now you are here to blackmail. I'm happy you just point this out, you just bring this issue out. I'm happy. Let's continue.
Non-violent approach with Simon Ekpa's criminal approach. Aloy was at the center of interfacing for this conspiracy. I stand to be corrected. All I'm pointing are facts. These things I'm references, most of you have it in your phones. I'm not telling you is a classified information. It was Aloy that shared his personal WhatsApp chat, except most of us have forgotten so soon. It was so
You
Aloy
have to
that
tell us
went
what
on
the kind of
national
message,
television
the chat. Tell us
saying
about
that
the chat.
those who are asking him to condemn Simon Ep and Autopilot, that they are working with Tony, is this. This is what DSS is pointing to us here.
Now, Biafrans, you can see. If you see lies don't last test of time. Lies don't last test of time. Your propaganda will not ever last test of time. But this is what they want to use, That was when Aloy got interview in Allies TV. And Aloy said, only do followers is Simon Ekpa followers. That Simon Ekpa followers is only do followers. That was when Daniel is trying to put it to Aloy that IPOB is divided. And Aloy is trying to tell him that no, IPOB is not divided, that we are one big family. Now, let's say the fact again. Is Simon Ekpa followers not only do followers? Let's say the fact. How about DOS member, Madam Adewa, that's moved from IPOB family to Simon Ekpa? It's not only do follower. And I'm a jogo. Let's say the facts here. And I'm a jogo. Kamaka Madam Onowu. Madam Onowu. You came out, these are people know of what I known at this stuff for a very long time. That defected just because of what the leadership, your combined DOS are doing. From that to Simon Ekpa. Chiamaka Ajele. Is he not IPOB member? Kebon today. Okay. Chiamaka one is searching at France. He was IPOB finance secretary in France. At the end of the day, they was able to change IPOB name in France to Biafra government in exile. 99.9 people that are following Simon Ekpa, they are IPOB family. This is fact. Only do say the truth. And besides, Simon Ekpa have said that whatever he's doing it on his own. He takes responsibility of whatever he's doing on his own. The video is there. He said he cannot take order from anybody in DSS. The video is there. He said that he's not an IPOB member, that is leading Biafra government in exile. The video is there. Okay? Why can appear alone what you see? Why are you breaking your head? In actually blackmailing the White Council. This is not 2021. Today.
So you can now understand the build-up they are making. They are just building up. Aloy is showing to be an actor who is acting a script. That's why the judge confronted. He said, "You guys are content creators. You people don't even know the seriousness of self-determination." Because the judge understands that self-determination is a serious business. It's a serious matter. Yes, the judge knows that you cannot condemn somebody on self-determination. And he told Aloy point blank that you can imagine where the government judge is now correcting a defense legal team that's supposed to even be serious. Because he takes the matter that it does not concern him. In fact, he is so joking with this matter that Agabi denied him few days ago, if not weeks. When he raised the alarm that Agabi was not allowed inside, he never consulted Agabi. He came.
Hey, now, Biafrans, this is where I want to say something. Then I have to put the link up. After this, I'll analyze here. Then I put the link. I'll allow him to come in. And listen, Chika Austin. What I'm using is Leak Stream. No, if you are using phone, you need to download this Leak Stream on your phone so that when you click the link, you can come in straight. If you are, and you must have a Gmail that's registered on Microsoft, something like that. So for your information, if you care to come in, So after this your statement about this we are about to say now, then I'll analyze it. I will put up the link. I want you to come in. Can I read you eziokwu Chineke?
Came on social media.
Now,
And Agabi has to go to national media and say, that thing that man said, I don't know about it. He's talking for himself. Today, again, things he was posting, Agabi even cautioned him alongside with the judge. Now, look at the last paragraph. He said, the witness further said, owing to their mode of training, that is the DSS witness, DSS operatives have the capacity to get information.
now, Biafrans, he talked about the last time Aloy put up a post that DSS denied the lead counsel and others not to see what the man in the can. And he said Agabi cautioned him, say it's not true. Say it's not true. He said Agabi went to media. Agabi did not went to any media. It was the media in the court that's listening to what Agabi said. Now, before now, I have people that we are talking we are discussing about that issue. That people called me, say, man, Zumezu. Look at what the lead counsel, Chief Kano Agabi, said. That DSS did not deny him this thing. Why did Aloy make such post? And we start going into it to debate about it, talk about it. This is a reference. Let's say the facts. I want any of you guys that are listening to me here to point any post since Aloy is in this struggle that Aloy made that is lie, that is false, that is lie. Just point one out. No? Now, Agabi, we know who is Agabi is. Agabi will 2 times Anthony I think Federal Anthony or something like that, right? Anthony, Federal Anthony. No, somebody should correct me here, please. 2 times and a senator. So Agabi is not just a son; it's a big it's a big name. Chief Kano Agabi is a big name. So me, I feel that the Chief Kano Agabi, was ashamed. He's not happy that somebody like him, 2-time Nigeria government this thing. Somebody should remind me, please. And the senator, and he was a senator that DSS can't allow him to see his client. It's disrespect. And if I were him, I would not even want him to be on media, or to be published, A lot of people would not like it to be published because Chief Kano Agabi is a big name. But the DSS deny him is 100% true. This is the fact. But just because the wise counsel, because now that Ejimakor protect here, up to today. Remember before now, China someone Kita told us that Aloy will abandon this case and run away. But look at Aloy, he's still here. It's because of the truth that's still keeping the wise counsel on this, and only to know it. Only to know it. So, for you to say that Chief Kano Agabi, condemn it, yes. But the fact is that thing the fact is true. Yes. 2 times Anthony General. 2 times Anthony General of Gobo. And a senator. It's a big name. But if you doubt, you Chika Austin, if you doubt, you see that see that is a lie. Let us something, a private investigation to DSS. To DSS, ask Don't say what you don't know. Now, Biafrans, it's time to put up the link. I'll put on the link now. Then I have to go on break and come back. Then I see who is with us. Let's put out the link. Now the link is on YouTube and also on Facebook. Maazị Ezumezu Nwekwensu. The link will be there. Maazị Ezumezu Nwekwensu. Then Biafrans will have to go on break and we'll be back. Go ahead,
if you are living in the US and you know that our regional coordinator Mazin Didi Awurun went to see our leader few months back, and when he came back with a request from our leader Mazin Nandekano. And Mazin Nandekano requested that he needs 100 men and women from the United States, not from Ghana, not from Togo, not from Canada, not from any other place, but from the United States. 100 men and women that is capable of doing the needful. The needful we mean is if he needs, because all this lawyer, one way or the other, you have to, show appreciation. No, you have to show appreciation for coming, even if they are not. Some of them are not collecting any payment. You still need to show appreciation. Meeting phone na motie. So Mazin Nandekano has requested for that, and you can reach Mazin Didi or reach me or reach Mazi Ezumezu. He will always get in touch with us. Ndewo. I will leave it here, Maz. Ndewo.
Yeah. Ndewo, Maz. I think this message is specifically for United States of America. And please, you guys can look down and see the number. The number is on screen. No, please. The number is on screen. Call the number.
And it's a WhatsApp number.
Only people that WhatsApp number is only on WhatsApp. Only people in America. This message is only people in America. Please. The number is on screen. You can see the number. It will come now. Call the number and get in touch.
And don't say we did not tell you, because now our leader needs you. It is right for you to do the needful. So once you contact us, we tell you what to do, or send you the link and you come in. I mean, it's as simple as that. Deo.
A 7-year-old boy named Nancy Stephen survived a massacre in Plateau State last week. His father was shot dead. His mother's arms were chopped off. His siblings were beheaded. And he too was struck, slashed in the neck, but he survived. Over 56 people were killed that day. Over 5,000 are now displaced, cramped into churches, yet silence. No religion promotes any sort of violence, talk less of killing. This is pure evil. This is pure evil. And we need to stand against it collectively as rational human beings. Condemnation must be collective, and silence is complicity. In Nigeria, we keep quiet. We keep quiet until it affects us. We keep quiet until it comes knocking at our doorsteps. We adapt, we don't act until it concerns us, and we can't keep waiting for that to happen. So let's call them what they are. They are murderers. They are killing for fun. They are worse than terrorists. They are psychopaths. So disarm them, arrest them, give justice to the victims, and give healing to the survivors. Enche survived, but Nigeria won't until we all speak up. This is not about religion, it's about humanity.
Under incarceration, the person will be humbled. Incarceration humbles people. If at this juncture, after several years, about 2 or 3 years, Nnamdi Kanu has not been humbled, he's still this fierce and courageous and bold to do this, to act in such a way. Honestly, he actually earned my respect. He has earned my respect, and he has actually earned my attention. And as such, this is the kind of person actually I would like us to talk about.
Did I commit any crime? Did I commit any crime? The answer is no. I committed no crime. I am fighting for the freedom of my people as contained in the constitution of the soul called Nigeria. I did no wrong. That was why after 2 years they could not prove any case. Even till now, we are still in court, they cannot prove any case. And people talk as if they are so moronic that an animal is better than them. They say I insult them. I insult you because you can't reason properly. I did nothing wrong. Calling for the establishment, or should I say the restoration of Biafra, is within provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is very clear and straightforward. It's there. Go and check it yourself. And you're asking me to be happy.
Yeah, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, Biafrans, welcome back. This is Maazes Mezu. As I welcome you, please welcome others. It's very important. We are live at our various platform. We are live on S Ando. Chukwu Benjamin is raised. We are live on S Ando right now. People are watching from S Ando. We're also live on YouTube, Ikechukwu Ezumezu. On YouTube, the name Ikechukwu Ezumezu. We are live there. People are also watching from YouTube. We are live on our Facebook page, Ikechukwu Umadi Ezumezu. We are live there. We're also live on Ikechukwu Ezumezu, and we are live at Maazi Ezumezu Nwekwensu. If you are on Facebook, you want to come in, go on Facebook, Maazi Ezumezu Nwekwensu. The link is there. On YouTube, I pinned the link, is there. So Austin, you can go on YouTube, the link is there. The link is there. It says I should send you to your inbox or what this thing. Let me see if I can have you here. Yeah. Let me see. So for those that are demanding for the link, oh yeah, what's here to go? All Maazị Ezumezu Nwekwensu. When they go eziokwu Chineke. Okay. So Austin, I'm dropping you the link now on your inbox. Yeah. Kebas na agba ọsọ. So the reason why I'm doing this, Kebas na agba ọsọ. If you go on your inbox on Facebook now, the link is there. On your messenger, the link is there. So if there's any other person who want to come up, okay. The link is there on YouTube, also on Facebook. Maazị Ezumezunwa Ekwensu. But remember, your camera must be open. If your camera is not open, I'm taking you down. I'm not accepting you. You are going down. I'm not putting on phone number here. No. Hardcore. My program is hardcore. Ima that needs ezu. Maybe that you stand for what you believe. Don't you look? Because a lot of people are going to Njem. Probably not on a comment section in our will fake account. Don't you look? So Austin, I'm waiting for you. Or I continue my program because I think we are 1 hour at 3 minutes now. Now let's listen to
We did cross-examination there. And we shall hear from them to know what transpired today in court. Thank you very much, Barrister Aloy. Well, we cannot tell you much because there's a standing order by the court that the legal teams should not be doing any media at all. We can safely say the matter happened today. We did cross-examination today. That cross-examination will continue tomorrow. And then from there, we know what happens in the next half an day, and so on and so forth. But it's very, very important for us to make this clear that the court disapproves very strongly of any member of the legal team, whether of the prosecution or of the defense, doing media updates. I am included, my colleague is included, so that restriction is what is preventing us saying more than we should say. We know this is unusual. It's a departure from what used to happen. But the directives from the court have to be obeyed. There is no secrecy to it. Anybody who thinks it's about secret trial or anything, no. The media themselves, the media as an organization is always in the courtroom, and they are free to do their own reporting. The restriction applies to the legal team only. The one that applies to the media in general is for them to report truthfully and not to distort what occurred in court. We know that there have been complaints about distortions by the media in general. So that very warning was issued by the judge today that the media is free to report as the fourth realm of the case. They are free to report. They must report truthfully and factually, and they should not be stopped. But for the legal teams, there's an embargo in place. There's a restriction, a directive that we shouldn't be discussing the case in the media. Thank you very much.
All right. In other words, could we say it was a media blackout today?
What?
A media blackout.
Well, not a media blackout. No, it's not. You can't say it's a restriction. It's a restriction. Media blackout is too generalized. It's a restriction placed on the legal team, both the prosecution and the defense. So there's nothing unfair about it. It was not placed on us only. It's a general restriction on both defense teams to refrain from giving.
Yeah, so this is Barrister Aloy, the wise counsel. What you explain to Biafrans. So, Mazi Chika, Austin, you are welcome to the program, Mazi. You know, uh, uh, no, your voice is not coming out.
I muted. Sorry. I think it's
Okay, yeah,
better now.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Thank you. Thank you
yeah, yeah,
for
yeah,
welcoming me.
welcome. You're
Thank
welcome because yeah, I came on now before me. Marapogi, I will expect you. You know, that is me. And again, I from number party, but now not for you to debunk me and for more to debunk you. Now, each okay, you know why time. Let's equal the time. When you are saying, I will not interrupt you.
Is
Ikuche,
your
say
is
anything you
your
want to say.
is your
Ikuche,
program
no, 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 no,
you are in
no, no, no,
control
no,
of
no,
the
no, no.
you are in
Just go.
control of the program.
No, no. What time each okay, you know why? I will
No,
accept it.
just flow. Is your program.
No,
When we think if we think we have exhausted, we can take a bow and leave.
yeah, but Chika, listen, let me go. Like I'm a very small space here, and more of someone like keeping a line or I'm principles or you know. Now, I now you know 3 minutes. When we are saying things, don't interrupt, and I will not interrupt
I
you.
promise I will never. I will definitely
Okay,
listen patiently.
okay, okay. So, Maz, you're welcome. Go on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, you have me on your platform, so you have
Yeah,
to.
yeah, I have you, but
You are the moderator. You own the platform,
yeah,
so
he saw the program. He saw what I'm talking about you, what you say, your lies, your propaganda, your blackmail, and that's why you are here to defend. So that's why I say, okay, I give you the microphone. No, Biafrans want to listen to you.
well, I'm not here to. First off, I'm not here to defend anything because if you're familiar with my part of program, I run my program and leave people to judge based on the individual uh, evaluation or how they understand it. I don't believe right from ab initio, my program have been if I come, I say what I want to say and get out. It has been that way. So I'm not here to defend anything. Rather, I can only tell you that I'm here to solidify every single thing I said. And I have been following you since you started this program. In fact, when you raised the sticker, it really got my attention owing to the fact some of the languages you use, educated, illiterate, and some of the derogatory languages. But I'm coming. I don't have issues with that. I don't have issues with that because in my own personal level, I think I have also must have used that term to one or two persons. So I have no problem with that. But the truth remains, let me first of all build a foundation by letting you to understand that it's quite unfortunate you don't understand the difference between blackmail and evaluation. You see, I don't know the part of the world you're staying, but the truth remains that when you find yourself on the space of public opinion, you are bound to be evaluated. It doesn't matter what the individual thinks he or she is. You are bound to be evaluated, especially when you're handling a public interest. Anybody can think whatever he wants to think. Evaluation is not blackmail. And when people are raising an issue and they are pointing at a reference, the essence of reference is for further research to the listener. If I'm saying something and I said, Ezumezu said, you cannot call that a blackmail. I have created a platform where somebody who doubted my assertion can further and say, okay, he said, Ezumezu said. Let me go and listen to what Ezumezu said, where he pointed he reference to. So on the last program I made, I projected a sticker And that sticker was extracted from national dailies, for your information. It wasn't written by me. That was newspaper publications, which I extracted their stickers. Every single thing I made on that video was on a strong reference to accredited media house, whose reporter was in the court that very day. I want you to understand that. So when you call it blackmail, it's quite laughable because you are now making it to seem as if I don't have a strong reference point, which is actually what is not. But let me tell you something also. You see, like me, for instance, if you want to make a judgment about me today, you can start from past 2 years. That is the problem most of us do not have. We always want to celebrate certain things happening in Western countries, or perhaps we find ourselves in Western countries, but fail to learn from them. You see, if you want to make a judgment about me today, you can start invoking my acts of 2 years, 3 years. Invoking them, bringing them together or coupling them together can give you the exact prediction of my personality. That prediction is not born because you are close to me. You're my brother, my sister, or my sibling, or my relative. You rather do what we call random pick of my yesterday deeds. So what am I trying to say? Everything I alluded or asserted over Aloy's acts are based on his actions of yesterday and that of today. Like me, I'm a trained historian by academic qualification. So invoking one's historical past, using it to adjudge his present day, I owe nobody any apology on that. It is on that individual responsibility to come up and say, okay, maybe I was misconstrued. Maybe I was misinterpreted in this area or that area. For instance, you good enough, you played my voice verbatim, my program verbatim from the point I began to the point I ended. And there was a place I talked about Aloy declassifying private chat between him and Simon Eber, which you wrongly referred to the manual handwriting written by Mazen Namdekan, which instructed Simon Eber, which allowed WhatsApp private chat. Perhaps if you have it, you can project it here. And Aloy made it point blank that he was interfacing between Onyendu and Eber. And today, the DSS is making us to understand that they want to build up a correlation between activities of Simon Eber with Onyendu, which even Onyendu himself is vehemently opposing. So if you are who was trying to establish a man I'm distancing myself from today, how do you call such a wise Anthony? Like you commonly say, I think you're no longer calling him a special counsel. I just had a new act from the wise Anthony. Your ability to see the future, that is what makes you wise. Not eloquency in English language. Not fluent, being fluent in your local language. No, it's your ability to certain indices and work towards that, possibly averting the future conspiracies from befalling you. So Aloy is as of yesterday, which I don't expect you to believe, subscribe with my submission, but his acts of yesterdays were all destructive to the today battle we are facing in Onyendu's case. And let me also let you, I'm just making a little references on things I said on that video because I know it was about 30-something minutes video. So I cannot discuss it all, except you start raising questions. Now I did mention about the disaster he made on Agabi's non-access to DSS. And I also pointed to the fact that even Agabi, before the judge, condemned Aloy over his social media activities as regards to this matter. Let me tell you, we might be dummies as a result of, our own clan, where you and I came in from. We exonerated enterprising spirit above political consciousness. And that's why most of the things we have done wrong was as a result of this undeniable fact. But the rest of the world, people of the world, there are things we call body languages. There are certain unexpressed languages that people pick signal. So if Aloy could say something in the morning, non-accessibility of Agabi to DSS, and in the evening, you were even saying that it was said in the court. No. The media interviewed Agabi. Agabi said nothing like that. Do you know what that implies? That there is no synergy. I don't need to remind you that. The enemies know it. The neutral fellows as well know it. Those of us who choose to be rational also know that there must be a communication gap within the circuit, which is supposed not to be. Now, in court, imagine where a judge, one of the counsel, and the leading counsel also condemned. You read it, and you can't deny it. Also condemn Aloy. Do you know what that also means? That Aloy is doing something different. You can deny not to pick the signal. The world have understood the signal. The enemies as well have understood the signal. And these are the references I pointed. And to you is a blackmail. It's never a blackmail. It's evaluation. I will be evaluated, you will be evaluated. Aloy is not also above evaluation. So if I'm making evaluation, don't interpret it from your own angle of understanding that it was born out of hatred. Why should I hate him? Am I a legal fellow? So what am I contesting with him?
Okay, Chika, let me say something.
Okay, come on.
This is why I say that we should give ourselves time, maybe 5 minutes or 3 minutes, so that when that time elapses, we stop. Because I keep on waiting, keep on, Now, I said you blackmail Aloy. This is what I said, and I'm not lying. Because Chika, you are not only quoting what the judge said or what Agabi said. You also say that Aloy is making money in this struggle. You also say that Aloy is undermining this project. I'm coming.
No, you got it wrong. I think it's unfortunate that you played that video with a kind of a fixated mindset. The judge said, listen, I'm coming. The judge said that some of Onyendu's counsel were delaying this matter as a result of their personal interest. Was it what the judge said, Mazi?
Mazi Chika.
No, nothing like, yes or no, sir.
Mazi Chika, listen. I told you when I'm saying something, allow me to flow. You see, you flow over more than 5 minutes. I did not interject. And this is why
I'm so sorry for that. So sorry, but I needed to correct
that. Because now, before in my program, I said that as in Akama no Yibo, evaluation, because for you to come up, if you want to blackmail someone or want to lie against someone, use English. It goes smoothly. Or you got very sharp. You are not only quoting what the judge said or what Agabi said. You say a lot of things, and you said this is what the leadership in IPOB. Let me collect it today. In IPOB, we don't have leadership. We have principal officer.
You are talking a different thing altogether. You are quite.
Chika, now allow me now. Let me flow
Oh,
now.
so sorry, so sorry.
Oh, I know if go did now. Allow me. You know. So you said that what the leadership have been saying. We don't have leadership in IPOB. Let me forget about that now. So you're not only quoting what the judge or the Agabi said. You say other things, and all those things you said is blackmail. You want me to repeat it? I repeat the program for you now. If you want me to
Repeat
start the
them,
program
please,
again,
please.
let me
Let
start
us
it again.
repeat them. Repeat those
Okay.
blackmails. I want to see those blackmails. I want to hear them, and I will defend
Okay.
them.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I am Master Chika Austin, and I since today we have been waiting for the update from the court to understand what actually played out. Let me believe I'm coming out loud and clear, visual and audio wise. Let me believe I'm coming out loud and clear. So, because I want to talk very brief as much as I can to talk about today's court, of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the reports that we are getting out there. They are quite a disturbing one. Yes, the reports are really a disturbing one for those of us who do not know. Because there are certain things we have been raising alarm on, but some people believe, no one should talk about it. Some people believe it doesn't worth talking about. But before each and every one of us is just playing out. The honest truth remains, we as a people should tell ourselves sincerely what actually do we want. Because the struggle for Biafra, this project has seen a lot of, influx of people who do not even understand the whole essence of this project. Some people came in just to seek popularity. They discuss Biafra topically just to get attention, be noticed, be known. And in the difficult times, you see them, they take a bow and leave. And you can't hold them because you don't blame them when, when you allow yourself to be fooled. So today because we have been talking about the role of Barrister Aloy Ejimakor. Some people will say, don't talk about it, blah, 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 but it's virtually playing before every one of us. One good thing about reality is that reality is not bendable to your illusion. How you feel, how you think, or how you expect,
Remember what you said here? You said we have been talking about the role of Barrister Aloy Ejimakor. Some people say no, don't talk about it. No, don't talk about it. Remember, no? And he did not even explain that role. You have been talking about him. But let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue.
does not
No, let's continue.
regulate,
Let's continue. Let's.
you know,
Hmm?
reality. When reality is at work, those your subtitles, they all fizzle out. We have been saying it that Barrister Aloy, by act, is playing a severe role to undermine this project. Some people say,
Okay, let's stop here first. I want you to explain to Biafrans the severe act the Barrister Aloy, the wise counsel, is playing to undermine this project. What do you mean by that?
Good, good. Now let me tell you something. First of all, the title of wise counsel and all this to me is irrelevant. I want you to understand that.
No, the wise counsel, I
I'm
give it.
coming.
Okay.
No, let me tell you, is irrelevant. This is a serious issue we're talking. We are not here to fan anyone's ego, or those things don't go well with me. Okay. Now I will be talking to Barrister Aloy as a Barrister Aloy, because he's a professional he got by himself. So you can hold your own, whatever accolade is sacrosanct to you. Like I told you earlier, and I want you to understand that. I said certain analysis have been made. It's based on antecedent. Certain behaviors Barrister Aloy had behaved. And if you give me time, I can start narrating, giving you a connectivity to the present day. Do you understand me? First of all, Barrister Aloy was a keep-headed, he abetted whatever Simon Ekpa did. He so much encouraged the young man and put up an image out there that there was not with Onyendu. If not later, same him is struggling to distance Onyendu from the act of Simon Ekpa. Nobody does that, and you come up and expect me to see it as something anyone can sweep under the carpet. One of the problems I think most people have in this struggle is that so many of us takes what we are into to be a lighter issue. And some of us who are conscious understand that whenever you're facing a state actor, even eye you blink, you must know the reason why you're blinking your eye. Yes, Nigeria is a third world country, but has first and second world countries who have a lot of interest and stake. You might have dummies within the leadership of the Nigerian state. Now, talk about the multinational companies operating in Nigeria who can even bring best ideas to the so-called dummy leadership. So somebody cannot behave unguidedly. Somebody cannot act without being conscious of the future. Then you tell me not to hold him accountable. I don't understand. Today, if I should ask you, Mazi, are you in agreement that whatever Simon Ekpa did, he was in understanding with Onyendu?
Chika, I would like us to flow like this. When you say something, if you want me to,
No. I
answer
see.
you, no,
Mazi,
no, listen,
you asked me.
listen. Oh, I'm coming. Listen, because I told you that you blackmail Barrister Aloy, the wise counsel. You say it's
And
a
I'm
lie.
pointing to you. See, I'm
Eh?
pointing to you.
Now,
I'm pointing
now,
to you antecedent. You
now,
were.
now you agree with me for me to using that word blackmail. But what we have said here that he worked with Simon Ekpa, this and this, all this is no. When I say did Aloy communicate with Simon Ekpa? The answer is
Of course,
yes.
he
The answer
did.
is I said the answer is yes. Did Ifeanyi Ejiofor communicate with Simon Ekpa? I'm asking you.
I don't know any one of that.
You don't know. If
Yes,
I'm looking at the witness,
let
BBC witness,
Mazi,
you don't know.
Mazi, listen,
No. If I
listen,
got no,
Mazi,
excuse me. So, you don't know, but you man can Aloy, but you don't know.
because Aloy made us to know. Let me tell you, see, let me tell you something, Mazi. Can I land? You see, illusion has no business with what we are doing. That Ichekwere or Otaku has nothing to do with reality on table. If not that Aloy told us that he was in Enugu to deliver the message of Simon Ekpa, means he was an emissary. Go and Google what is an emissary. He was an emissary to Simon Ekpa. In the same time, a legal representative to Onyendu. And I ask you now, I don't know why you should not be bold to respond to me on that question. I asked you, are you in agreement that whatever Simon did was intended with Onyendu's decision?
First of all, Simon said that he's not taking any command from Onyendu.
Now, good.
I
love what
he
you
said. He's
said.
not taking command with Onyendu.
Good.
He said that he lead Biafra government in exile. And Biafra government in exile is different from IPOB.
Good.
So
Now listen. And we are currently talking about a character, Aloy Ejimakor, who made us understand that he even informed Simon Ekpa that Onyendu is in the know of what he's doing. You should project the WhatsApp message. That is, by the way, the same Aloy also made a tweet letting us to know that those who are asking him to distance himself from Simon Ekpa and his followers, I will record the exact language he used before the Arise TV you referenced. Come on, whether you like it or not, you might decide to live on self-denial. You might decide to pamper issues. You are dealing with, I want you to understand something. You are dealing with actors who are not jokers like some of us think they are. So if you and I, whatever we are doing, we are not conscious of tomorrow, and we are just reckless and unguided today because we think advantageously we're in control of today.
Okay.
Let me land. By the time I'm coming, by the time he start hammering, the same you will battle to remake exactly what Aloy is doing today. The same him who tried to give a strong connection between Onyendu and Simon Ekpa is still the same him today is trying to push up for distancing. For your information, we are dealing with millions of people. Biafrans are intelligent. We have all classes of professions and tough minds. So as you and I are discussing, people have their individual minds to dissect. But whether you like it or not, the antecedent of Barrister Aloy aided and abetted a lot of damages that it will take us years to clean.
Okay, Maz, listen.
Know that I have peace.
Okay, Maz, when I want to say something, you say I should let you land. That's why I said it is better we have to give ourselves time. So when your time is up, I have to take over. And when my time is off, you take over. I think that would be a normal time, no? That would be a normal thing. I think
we have already done reasonable minutes. So go ahead.
Maz, listen. I think I have established that you blackmail Aloy. This is what we are saying now. You have agreed with me on that. Now, Maz Austin, listen. You said Aloy have been in communication with Maz Simon Ekpa. You asked me, I say yes. That is truth. I asked you, did Ifeanyi Ejiofor also in communication with Simon Ekpa? You said you don't know. Now,
of course,
I'm coming. Who brought the message to us that Simon never should broadcast on Radio Biafra. Who brought the message?
I know that message. I know that. Good. You asked me a question. I got that message through Canonta. Quote me anywhere. I got that message through Canonta.
Listen, you got that message. That is individual. It's an individual something between you and Canonta. I say, who brought that message to IPOB principal officer, to DOS, that Simon should broadcast on Radio
Now, you see, this is where you get it wrong. Am I a principal officer?
So
in
okay,
this
you don't know who brought the message.
The answer is no.
Okay, listen. Let me play the video. Listen.
I told you I got that information through Canonta.
Chika. I will play the video for you, but since you said that you never knew that Simon Ekpa has been in communication with Ifeanyi Ejiofor, now I will play a video to you right now that it was Simon that brought that message to Chika Paul Edoziem, and Chika Paul Edoziem told us on Radio Biafra that the whole world is listening, and you told me that you never knew that Simon is working with Ifeanyi Ejiofor, but he knew that he was working with Aloy Ejimakor. I'll wait for that. You honest.
Yes. How do I ask me a question? Ask me a simple question. Ask me a simple question. How did I know he was working with Ejimakor?
No, but I asked you now. You asked me.
No, ask me a question. How did I know Aloy was working with Simon Ekpa? It's a simple question you should ask me.
No.
I knew it. No, hold on. I knew it. I knew it because Aloy. I knew it not by assumption. I knew it not by speculation. I knew it not because I was presuming. I knew it because Aloy publicized his private chat with Simon Ekpa. It's as simple as that. Did Ejiofor shared? How will I know? Or you want me to presume what I'm not sure of? And you're talking of Eziokwu Chineke. So I should be living on presumption and be shouting Eziokwu Chineke. Is that what Eziokwu Chineke knows? I knew that Aloy was in communication with Ekpa because Aloy made it publicly through WhatsApp chat. Do I have any information of such from Ejiofor? Then I should assume. Assumption does not build reality. If you have lived your life within speculation and assumption, I don't belong to that school of thought. I confront issue with the available facts before me, not available speculations or assumptions. It's as simple as that. So you coming to tell me, hey, do I know that Ejiofor is communicating? If you know, that is fine. You share to me, you tell me, Austin, I want to prove you wrong. I want to inform you. I want to educate you that Ejiofor also communicates with. You publish it. That is decency in communication. It's decency in information dissemination. So you cannot tell me because you talk to me, I should also assume that you also speak to my father. Does that make sense? Is it logical?
Chika be saying, I want to put the video up. You'll be saying, you want to say, don't interrupt me, please. I'm coming.
No, not saying. What will I say? Am I here to say? You raise issue. You raise issue, I will respond. That is what it is. I'm not here to preach. I'm not a preacher man unguidedly. So you raise issue, you said you are going to play my video. All of a sudden now, I want to play the video. Let me hear areas the blackmail came. And I will make you understand that all those things I said fall back to what happened in the court. Based on public information, not a private information. The newspaper I projected was a national daily. I wasn't in court. And there no how I could talk when I didn't see publications, agreeing publications. So you tell me, so play my video, let me listen. Except you just want to jump to another distraction.
No, not distraction. No, let me play. No. Chika, listen, in my program, I like to bring evidence out. Because listen, I'm coming, Chika. I asked you a question now. You asked me if Aloy have been in communication with Simon Ekpa? I tell you yes. And I ask you, did Ifeanyi Ejiofor in communication with the same Simon Ekpa? You say you don't know.
Am
And you
I
don't
now?
know.
Let me ask you a question. To the best of your knowledge, am I a press secretary to Ifeanyi Ejiofor?
Oh, I'm coming. I'm coming.
Am I a press secretary to Aloy Ejimakor?
I think you are IPOB member, right? You are IPOB member. I don't need to ask you that. Then
I don't know. You should know better now.
no, I'm coming. Then you never listened to Lady Biafra. You never listened to Chika Paul Edoziemu when he told us that Simon Ekpa, that the Ifeanyi Ejiofor brought message to him that Simon Ekpa should broadcast on Radio Biafra. And it's okay, they have to wait until Chukwudo Former wake up, because Chukwudo Former was living in Australia. You
I
never heard
listened
about
to
it on Radio
that. I
Biafra.
listened to that broadcast. This particular broadcast, I listened
So
to
you
it.
listen to that. Eh?
Yeah.
So in that message, so you never tell that Simon Ekpa have been working with Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Now again, I'm coming. Before we go into your video, because I have established that you are blackmailing Aloy Ejimakor. Now, you
have not
never
established. You see, get it wrong. Let that sink in you. You have
I'm
not.
coming.
You have not.
Chick,
You have established nothing.
The Chick, I'm coming. And again, you never heard again about Umueli account. I think you have heard about Umueli account.
If I have heard about that, it was peripherally. I have never. Let me tell you, since 2014, I joined this struggle. I have strictly anchored myself on media. Finance, I have no business with it. Any other side of this struggle, I can 100. I'm coming. I can 100% assure you.
Excuse me. No. What I want to ask you: the Umueli account. Who produced the document for Umueli account?
I don't. How will I know? This is This is where. Hold on. This is where.
Excuse me.
Listen. This is where most of.
I'm coming first. I'm coming. Everything you don't know, and you told me you have been in this struggle since 2014, and you've been on media, and you don't know about Umueli account. This, let me tell you.
That is where. Now listen.
I'm coming because I'm trying to establish here now that Ifeanyi Ejiofor has also been working with Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa. And we have a video where Simon was saying that nobody should attack Ifeanyi Ejiofor. We also have a video where Simon Ekpa, we are calling on Biafrans to go and protect Ifeanyi Ejiofor's house. And you never heard about it. Now you are telling Biafrans now.
Why not play the video, Oga? You're getting a lot of things wrong here. I don't live in speculations. What you do, the gentleman thing you should do here, you play the video. And for your information, let me.
Excuse me. Which video do you want me to play now?
All these things you're just unnecessary pointing out. And also, let me tell you something. If you would love to listen. You see, this idea.
Which video do you want me to play? Let me play the video for you. Give me.
I don't. You are busy mopping a lot. You see, you are busy mopping a lot of things, and definitely we are going to talk without achieving anything. But let me say this thing. You see, there's this mindset some of us have in this struggle. In fact, that is the most illiterate way of doing things, and it's not going to help us. There is no. I don't want to cite certain group, but for the sake of references, not that we have similar ideologies with them. If you look at certain movements, like the Hamas, the other groups, are you listening to me?
Yeah.
One of those things they have edge over us is specialization. You see, this is our attitude of, as I am, Chika Austin, who have leveraged my contribution in this struggle on media. You're expecting me to know everything. Why should I? Is it my business? Finance is in my business. Security is in my business. I believe that those who have also built specialization on those areas should be experts. This idea that you know 20% here, 20% here, end up making us more quacks and laughable fellows. That's why you hardly see somebody you can say, okay, if you want to discuss issue of security. Let us just get this person. He has spent over 10 years strictly on security. If you want to talk about finance, let us meet this person. He has spent a specialized time. You hardly find it within this struggle because of the kind of mindset you operate in, that somebody should know this, no media, no finance. No. We keep on talking church, participating everywhere, even when we don't have the know-how, the synergy to drive those angles. Can't us focus where, build specialization on that? Eventually, when the nation comes, you can stand as an expert and make an expertise contribution. Not this, toutish, jumping monkey nature. You jump here, you know this one. Just the way when ESN was launched, most of us, all of us now want to know everything about ESN. It's not going to help us. I believe I'm not talking to you. Don't see it that the message is just ending at you. I'm talking to each and every one of us that are following this program. I have belonged in this journey by special grace of Okike. And by special grace of Okike, I find myself within the most terrible and hottest zone. Okike has been saving one. But one of the problems we have is the mentality you just projected. That Chika Austin, because he's a media person, he should know everything. It absolutely does not work that way. So I will urge our listeners, if we should go find this struggle, let us develop a disciplined approach of specialization. When you want to talk, you talk as an expert. So if you're asking me about Umere and all this, nah, I never develop interest on it. And I'm telling you as it is in my heart. I have never near anything finance since I joined this struggle. Heaven bear me witness. And I'm not interested. I understood where I have a comparative strength. Eben Werike, and Eben Werike is mediary. I leverage on that. Not this attitude of I want to all-knowing syndrome and end up with a quacks messing up here and there. So please, it's an opportunity to admonish each and every. The one I'm saying it is the one I'm also admonishing myself. Very, very important. So I think I might go with you in the next 10 minutes because I will answer that question because location, so that we can move. So you can be rounding up.
Okay, Chika, this thing, I told you every like if for this thing, a lot of videos they are going now never with facts. Because the fact is that when I get this area, but I asked you, did Simon work with Ifan Ejiofor? You said you don't know.
I said I have no
idea.
It will be
as if
there is anything I'm hiding.
Okay, let's listen.
Now listen. When William as well gave instruction that Simon Epa should be given a slot, and I repeat the word, a slot on Radio Biafra to broadcast like Majaloje is broadcasting here today. A slot like Jonathan will broadcast. A slot like Ike Peters will do. A slot like our Malaysia coordinator. A slot like Kitch. All of them. About a slot. And then we said, first of all, that instruction came from Oyindu to Barrister Ejiofor. Barrister Ejiofor delivered that message properly. Came from Oyindu to Barrister Ejiofor. Barrister Ejiofor delivered came from Oyindu to Barrister Ejiofor. Barrister Ejiofor delivered that message properly in the sense that he delivered to the leadership. But then he went ahead and also passed that message to Master Simon by himself. Now, we have a head of department of media, like we have
departments under the EOS, and they all have of media. Like we have departments under the EOS, and they all have heads by himself. Now we have a head of department and also pass that message to Master Simon by himself.
Now he went ahead and passed that message to Master Simon and himself. But Chika also don't know that OJFO
See,
have worked with Simon
Oga,
Ekpa.
let me now
But you
ask you
know
a
that
question.
Ejimakor have worked with Simon Ekpa.
Let us get something. Let us get something.
We have a head of department of media, like we have departments under the EOS, and they all have heads that are heading them.
Now,
The information that was given, the message from ONU that was given to us by Barrister Ejiofor was given not to Mazi or former directly, because the time difference between Australia where he is and here was different. So probably he was still sleeping. But that message was given to one of us in the DOS, and we were waiting for Mazi Chinas and who received that message from Mazi from Barrister to wait for Barrister a former to get up for him to give him that information, so that a former will follow it up as we follow our procedures.
So are you done playing? Are you done playing?
I'm coming.
Can I say something?
A minute. Now you have been saying things for a very long time. You have been saying
okay,
things.
Go ahead.
Chika, listen. What I'm trying to establish here is that I asked you a question. Did Ifeanyi Ejiofor be in communication with Simon Ekpa? He said you don't know. This is what brings all those issues out. He said you don't know, but you know that Ejimakor have been in communication with Simon Ekpa, but you don't
Based
know
on
about
what?
Ejiofor. You say you're not a secretary. Go on.
Now, get something clear here. Sometimes it's not just hearing. Sometimes the problem does not lie on hearing. His ability to understand. I knew that Ejimakor was in constant chat with Simon Ekpa based on what Ejimakor made available to the public. I have said this more than 10 times here, except you choose not to understand that. And from what we had now, the head of the DOS told us that a message was sent by Onyendu through Ejiofor. Ejiofor copied them, sent to them, communicated to them. Let me use your word. Because when I say copy, you might start having issue with that. Ejiofor sent to them and also sent to Ekpa. Now, if you send a parcel to me, listen, let's get something clear. If you send a parcel to me and through DHL, a DHL deliverer comes to my door, knock, and deliver it to me, is that also the same pattern of communication to maybe you and another person is on a constant WhatsApp chat? One is official, one is unofficial.
Chika, Ganti.
I'm not listening now. Can I land? Can I land?
Okay,
do you have the WhatsApp? Can you project the WhatsApp communication?
Remember now. Let's give ourselves 3 minutes. From now, take 3 minutes. From now, I'll take my 3 minutes. Once it's 3 minutes,
in the next 4 minutes, I will be taking my bath because it's almost 11 p.m.
Okay. Let me say something here.
So, assuming you are sincere now, what you would have done for me to round up, project that WhatsApp chat so that you understand the level of communication. That one is formal, one is informal.
Chika Ganti.
Why won't I listen to you? It's your platform.
People are listening to us. The reason why I brought this video up is that simple question I asked you. You first asked me that, did I know that Ekpa and Ejimakor have been communicating? I said yes. I asked you the same question. Do you know Eba and Ifan Ejiofor have been communicating? You say you don't know. Now, that's the reason why I brought out this video, because I know you are lying. Okay. Yeah, in the mood. Yeah, in the mood.
Sorry. Why will you call it a lie? Do you have the WhatsApp communication? I have it on my phone. I wish I'm the one moderator. I would have projected it. You understand the WhatsApp communication between Aloy and Eba, which Aloy made public.
Excuse
Project
me,
it here. Let us.
if you want, excuse me, if you want it, it's still on S and up to today. You said you're going in 4 minutes. If not, I will bring everything. Listen, because I
Can
told
you project it? Let me summarize.
I'm coming first. I'm coming. I told you blackmail Aloy Ejimakor. You know, I have established now that Ifan Ejiofor and Eba have been communicating. Now let's move ahead, because I want to play that video you said with your mouth. I told you blackmail Aloy, where you said Aloy was making money in this log, was undermining this project. This is blackmail. So let's go to that video.
It's never blackmail. I quoted the judge. Maybe you got it wrong. Go and listen to that video. I read, listen. I projected a newspaper publication. I projected a newspaper publication and I was analyzing it. So what are you saying?
Undermining the project. What do you mean by that? What he said he was making money. He said he's undermining the IPO, this project, this struggle.
Of course, his actions were undermining it. When he was sowing a seed of discord between the DOS, Eba, so he wasn't undermining it. What do you mean? When he was busy also creating discord, just the way he's doing it between the previous legal team, he was not undermining it. How do you understand undermining?
Now,
is it a tough English language?
Now, Chika, before you go, because you don't have much time, no? Before you go, because I see that time is not on your side, and you say you're about to sleep. Okay. You stand with Chika Paul Edoziem, right?
Who?
Chika Paul Edoziem. You stand with him.
Good, good. I love this question you asked. This is
yes or no. Let me say something I want to say.
Listen. I love this question you asked.
Excuse me, because answer me. Can't you answer question?
Have I not been answering question? Have I not been answering question?
Okay, ask good. You stand with Chika Paul Edoziem, right?
I stand with the leadership of the struggle. I stand with the leadership of the struggle.
Okay, who is the leadership?
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. The Directorate of State, even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu even said it, that the Directorate of State runs the day-to-day activities of that period.
It's fine. Now I'm asking you now, Chika.
So I stand with the leadership.
I'm coming now. I can't even also. No.
Where am I running to?
No. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is somewhere now. And now, like you said now, that DOS run the activities of IPOB 100% right. Right? Now, I'm asking you, do you stand on every action Chika have take since 2021 up to date? Do you stand with him?
By the oath I took, every action taken by the leadership, I stand with.
Leadership is
what
not,
are you saying?
Listen,
I stand with every action taken by the leadership. What are you saying?
No, listen. I'm using that your word, leadership now. And leadership is not one person. I'm asking you for a particular person. Chika Paul Edoziem. I say, Chika Paul Edoziem, the head of the Illiterate. Do you stand with his activities? Yes or no?
Good. Edoziem as an individual. Edoziem as an individual. Where are you running to now? Come, you're acting the way you're acting. You ask a question and I'm talking to you. Edoziem has a leadership. For instance, let me give you instance, which most of you do not know. I'm a media fellow. Sorry. The head of media, the international head of media, Austin, Mazi Austin, who lives in Australia.
Chukwudo Former, not Austin.
Chukwudo Former, for instance, who lives in Australia. I'm a media fellow. I don't even have access to him. This is one of the organogram most of you lack the discipline to understand. And the outside world, sometimes when they look at some of our behaviors, they don't understand us
Chika,
as a.
you are
I'm
devoting
coming.
my question.
Let me land now. Let me land.
Do you stand
Let
with
me,
activities
let
of
me
Chika
land.
Paul Edosiem?
I
Okay.
stand with the leadership headed by Edosiem. It's as simple as that.
Okay. First of all, okay, let me go on that one. Now, the head of finance. Do you stand with head of finance, Madam Nyanya?
Am I working under finance?
Okay, don't work under finance. Okay,
You asked me so. I said listen. I asked you. I made it quite as if I knew. I made it quite obvious to you earlier that in this struggle, if you ask me something about finance, you might end up. I will be floating. Ask me something about media. I will school you from A to Z of it. You get what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? So I have spent years, even despite me being one, even despite me being one of, should I say, people who have some reasonable number of listeners in the media, I don't even have access to a form. I rather go to my supervisor. These organograms established by Onyendu himself. So you're not coming to ask me about finance. What has me to do finance? Do I even know anything about finance structure of the struggle? So if you know better, you should educate me on it. Because you seem to know everything in the struggle.
Chika, listen. Okay, Chika, listen. Okay, Chika, listen. Most of you on media has been blackmailing Madam Nenya, the head of finance. That's insubordination. That and this and this. Do you know that the first person that disobeyed Mazin Nankano, insubordinate Mazin Nankano, is Chika Paul Edosiem?
Says by Mazin Namdekan. Or
no,
you?
No.
Says by you?
By Chika Paul Edosiem himself.
No, now. You said the first person that is subordinating. And I'm asking you, is it said by you or Mazin Namdekan?
I said by Chika Paul Edosiem himself.
So you opened this mouth and said he has been subordinated.
Listen, Chika, in my proper
media now, it's quite. I wish I'm in your region.
I will play the video for you.
I wish I'm in your region where we would have spent time. That would have been amazing.
Okay.
What you do?
I want to ask you.
What you do? Let me give you a benefit of doubt. Redo your sticker.
A minute.
No, redo your sticker.
1 minute.
Okay.
When Mazin Nankano asked Chika Paul Edosiem to cancel Monday Ghost Town on May 6, 2021, why did Chika Paul Edosiem disobey Mazin Nankano?
He disobeyed Mazin Namdekan. He didn't cancel it.
Yes.
Says by you or Mazin Namdekan said. You see this mentality you're parading. You cannot speak for Onyendu. You should understand. You have no right.
Ask me to provide the evidence.
You have no right to allude.
Chika, ask me to provide evidence. Can you get evidence, Kita?
That Onyendu said, or give me evidence that Onyendu said that he has insubordinated him.
Listen, Ganti, the video may play now.
Or you said.
Ganti, about the Monday Ghost Town. Onyendu 3 days to on 9th of August, back for the Monday Ghost Town. And who announced it was Chinas and Wankita, not even Chika Paul Edosiem. They called Monday Ghost Town.
Good. Let me tell you. Stop flaming up. Flaming up is not the answer of what we are doing. See, calm down. First of all, calm down. Hold on.
That's why it's ourselves.
Step down. Hold on. I wouldn't mind to oblige you. I will oblige you. Redo your sticker. I'm coming.
Listen.
Redo your sticker.
Chika, in my program. If I come on your program, I will respect whatever you say. So respect me, okay?
Why will I respect everything you say? It's wrong. Now you cannot you can't program me.
Give me time to say something. When you say I have given you time, but give me time to say something. Now I told you now that I said now that Chika politicism subordinate to our leader Mazda Nkanu by disobeying Monday ghost stamp when you ask him to cancel it. Chika only cancel it on 16th of August. Being to
and Onyendu told you that he has subordinated him. Perhaps.
Okay, now let me play the video.
Where Onyendu told you that he has subordinated him.
I want you to hear from Chika Dozemu, and he said that he takes responsibility.
It's quite Oga. It's quite unfortunate.
Anything in there, one make evidence.
Yeah.
I want to play the video for you now.
Evidence you have is the assumption. Okay, you cannot. For instance, let me give you instance. Let me round up. I don't mind redo your sticker. Tomorrow is Sunday. We can still have enough time. But let me give you instance. That my wife, for instance, offends me or might have done something an outsider is saying is wrong. It is at my supreme authority to decide if he has erred or not you. And we started this program, we said let us be decent in language, and you are here even calling somebody wanketa. Is that not derogation? You are even violating the same.
Listen, I did not.
You don't do that. If you cannot be respectful to people,
listen, Gamon to Chika. I did not insult you. That is the name I'm calling him. People knows. Okay, now look at my evidence.
That is no. It can't be. I can't share platform with you where you stop it.
Listen first, get it.
And I asked our people, those that I had discussion. I said, but what is the reason? They don't even give any reason why we should suspend it. And they said he didn't give a reason. And I
I'm sorry, Biafrans. Maz, I'm sorry, we are welcoming a regional coordinator from America. Maz is here. Maz, you are welcome, Maz. Maz, do you want to say something?
Yes, I really want to say something because it seems as if our brother here do not understand what is actually going on.
Okay.
The insubordination was true, and it was real.
No, I disagree with you.
Hold on.
I totally I totally disagree with you. No, your starting statement was wrong. Retract that statement. You don't say your brother here does not understand. No, I quite
because you do not understand. Because
I was in the middle of the heat. It's purely it's purely out of order.
What you're saying. I was in the middle of it.
It's purely
No, don't give me that. Don't give me that.
No, you can't use that statement on me. No, you can't. You can't start.
Allow me talk.
No. If I should listen to you, you can't say your brother here does not understand. Why will you say that?
Of course you do not understand, because if you understand,
then retract that statement.
Of course you do not understand.
Okay.
Because if you understand, you will understand the financial our financial
okay, you're talking out of context.
Hold on, please.
You are absolutely out of what we are discussing.
Can you allow me speak?
No. I would see. What you're saying is out of order.
Of IPOB. No, it's not out of order, my brother. We are talking about.
It's out of order because if you have not been following, you have absolutely not been following. Because if you have been following, you can't just join the Bible wagon and start telling me that your brother here does not.
Of course, you don't understand, because if you understand, you won't be saying what you're saying today.
Allow him
you won't be saying what you're saying. Allow me to speak.
But I want to let him understand that his starting statement is wrong.
You do not
take it or leave it.
You have to say what you want to say. Allow him to say something.
See, that statement That statement
I
is
know what I'm saying, my
erotic,
brother. I know what
is
I'm
out
saying.
of order. Take
I
it or
know
you leave
what I'm
it.
saying. It doesn't
You
matter.
don't know what
I
you're
know
saying.
what
If
I'm
you know
saying.
what you're saying, you wouldn't have said that.
Come on, man. I know what I'm saying. I was in the middle of it.
You don't know
I
what
was in
you're
the middle of
saying.
it. I was
I
in the
put it
middle
to
of
you.
it.
I put it to you
You
that you
can't
don't
put
know what
anything
you're
to me
saying.
because you don't
If
know
you
what you're saying. You can't put
if
it
you
to me.
establish
I
it,
was
if
in the
you're
middle of
starting,
it.
I'm
I
coming.
was
If
in the middle of
you're
it.
starting with
Because if
that
you know what you're
statement,
saying, you will not be saying what you're saying today.
so
If you know what
what
you're
then?
saying, you will not be saying what you're saying
So,
today.
okay, what is
You
giving you
don't
that
know
assurance
what you're
that
saying.
what you're
You see
saying
the
is the right
leadership,
thing?
this leadership that you people are saying, leadership,
Then go and
leadership,
go and
leadership.
sit down.
You
You just
should go
come
and
up.
sit down.
You just
You should
come
go and
up
sit
and
down.
start talking
You
to
don't
that. This
know
brother
what you're
doesn't.
saying. You don't know what you're saying. You don't know what you're saying. You're talking about leadership. We have
Maz, you know, I cannot allow him to disrespect you.
no.
That's why I just take him.
You know, it's okay. We
You
are
know,
we are
because
serving the
if
we're
he
serving
refuses
our
to
people.
listen to me, so that's why I just take him out. That is me.
Maji, we are
Yeah.
serving our people, and our people
Yeah.
ought to understand what really happened.
Yeah.
Chika Edozie disobeyed a direct instruction from Onyendu. What about, even if you are talking about that, what about the memo? What about the memo? See, all these things you guys are doing, when the time comes, you will explain. You will because it is not, you guys were not going to go scot-free on all what you guys are doing. It's just like China Sanworu going to the radio station to say that even if Onyendu is spy, that nobody will do anything. After all, we'll fight for 3 months and then nothing will happen. Is that what a sensible person should say? Look at what he's saying now. He said, am I in finance? Am I in finance? Okay, you are not in finance. And we have structures of finance.
Yeah.
Why is it that Chika Edozie and the rest of them are not obeying that structure of finance that Onyendu has put down?
Okay.
Why are they not obeying it? I was in the heat of it. This guy is a stupid man. I'm sorry, but all the very stupid man here.
That's what Western are all educated fool.
Hold on, man. Omazi, hold on. Because I was in the heat of all this nonsense. Do you know how these guys try to lure me to get into American accounts? I've said it so many times. In fact, there was a meeting we did in front of Madam Nanya was there, Chika Edozie was there, Ofoma was there, China Sanworu was there, Mike was there. What is the other one? Nonsense, What is leadership? What are you talking about? What is leadership? They disobeyed Onyendu direct instruction. In fact, the first person that they told about that sit at home order was China Sanworu. China Sanworu was the first person that that sit at home of the order. They flouted it. They disobeyed Onyendu direct instruction. They don't want me call him rubbish. One time I could say you use the brain, same because you don't know what you're saying. That's why I said what I said in the first place. You see me, if I no, I did not turn up in and I rightly told Chika Edozie in front of him that I'm not getting into that account. I told him I'm not getting into that account. Still up in the other account, because I don't know account. I didn't know that these guys were planning something else. I did not know that these guys were planning something else. That was when they wanted to Kolobi the account that was in Germany. And we wanted to do a fundraising at that time. What they now said to me, because there was a lady that said they wanted the lady to get out of the account. They now said if the lady does not get out of the account, that they will pay the money into Germany account, not knowing that Collins, they've sent Collins already to Collins to go and steal the money, to go and Colombia the money in Germany. What is he talking about? If they were not disobeying Onyendu's order, they wouldn't have in the first place tried to mess around with Onyendu's instruction about finance. That is why we are here today. That is the level we are here today. Because people that are supposed to know are not doing the right thing. Do you know what they would have cost Onyendu? Do you know? What is this one telling me? Do you know what they would have cost Onyendu? If people like me, and the rest of the people known as US, some of us did not stand. Do you know what they wanted to do to Onyendu? They wanted to stand to make sure that Onyendu does not get any fund anymore. That was what they wanted to do. And that was the reason why they sent all these media warriors to go after Kanunta. They were calling Kanunta as if Kanunta was the one that was doing the thing. Look at this man. And you're not reasoning. It's an ego, and you're not reasoning. Okay, if it was not Onyendu, and Onyendu, you know, you have a general, and you're going to war with that general. You should know that general very well. And know what he's capable of doing. Do you think if Onyendu has not sent Aloy Ejimakor, the council to send some messages that I told him to send to Simon Epa, do you think what's his name? Aloy will do such, and he will still remain in Onyendu's council? Onyendu will fire his ass.
Not at all.
Onyendu will fire his ass. That's the idiot man abia ba na rubbish. Na rubbish. Oye ko na gwa. Who is deceiving? I was in the heat of it. These people are evil. These people are evil.
No.
I was in the heat of it.
No, the fact that you know, I will not blackmail Aloy Ejimakor. Osum no, it's just quoting. So Osum yes, now Aloy was communicating with the Ifeanyi Ejiofor. What's say yes? What's say about Ifeanyi Ejiofor? Osum I don't know. Can you imagine that? I don't.
Do you know, Mazi? Do they know now all the brief there during that extraordinary rendition? It was Aloy Ejimakor that wrote it. Not even not Wakama. Up there now rubbish. Things I know. You're trying to twist things. Trying to twist things. This is the reason why they went and told that idiot that should also no join by the balls.
Clutus.
No, Jana Scotru. Can you imagine? Onyendu should come out of that place and implement this thing, implement the memo by himself. Are you crazy?
Today,
crazy?
Today is that same guy is singing a new song today.
Yeah.
Is singing a new song
crazy? Unana wala. I told Chika Dozim today. Oh yeah, cheta ifengwaya. Oh yeah, cheta ifengwaya. Because I told him to remove his hand from Ego USA. I did not see it behind him. I told him in front of him. Now we're back in Ego USA. I'm on plan for. That's how they went to Ego Nina Ifeanyi Ebe called it today. Ebe called it. Because I know that Onyendu did not see any of them. I know that you don't use it to pay any lawyer. So where's the money?
Yeah.
Where's the freaking money? Where's the money? Can we go that? Let them account for what they use that money for. Another idiot to put on Bosangwa. Can I see na Mazikanunta? I can't understand this. Or Mazikanunta boyine with Nakumaka lawyers. Or if Onyendu Cho Okuo we present, we bring it, or we bring them to Onyendu. If Onyendu wants a lawyer, we give Onyendu the lawyer, or Sino Cho. Anything does not happen without Onyendu's knowing. Chika Doziem, there was a time, Ojemi to Mwada. I know you have that video.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that the same thing I told Chika Doziem, Kogwa Umada. I didn't know. Ogwa said, Onyendu is not incommunicado. Onyendu can be reached. So that anything that they will present it to Onyendu, then Onyendu will now give Onyendu with the final order. Then later, Fabiana Azu, there's an Onyendu, now Onyendu Mba. It is an Azana Onyendu Mba. Mbosapuna Onyendu Yenwe case. Animal lie na onwe China and Woru. I put on na some certain things. Now some certain things aka. After na cry na fa in 80 or gini can go if I want. You should have allowed me to let us debate one on one. Can drug out juju. And drug out juju. Now Koyeli. As if I was in the midst of what was everything that happened. I was in the midst.
Yeah, Mazi Mazi Chika. Yeah, you see why I take you. I take you out because you cannot disrespect high principal officer here, a regional coordinator, and he came in. It could have allowed him to, to flow, to talk. When he finished talking, then he said this and this. Then not to interject him, no. And that one here from time. So that's why I take you out. That's why I take you out. Must
And I
continue.
asked him to allow me to speak, and he didn't allow me to speak.
Yeah.
You should have allowed me to speak. Then let us debate it one on one. Kamalu are the right. Kaimu are the right.
Yeah.
Then you have to ask. Then you come and ask your people question. That is what a smart person does. You ask question. Do you know how many times? Do you know how many times I would have fallen a victim of these idiots? They are not my leaders. They can never be my leader. The same thing. One of them called Chika Dozim our leader. In the meeting I'm on the 30th of May, 30th of April, 2022. I challenged them immediately from that place. He said, no, Chika Dozim is not our leader. He's the head of Directorate of State. That Chika Dozim is not our leader. You have to put that in your head. Chika Dozim now correct. Say, yeah, I understand what he's saying. Come on, man. Nobody's here to joke. This struggle. They're not here to joke. They're not here to play around.
That insubordination against our leader, that Monday goes down. A lot of souls.
Yeah, straight up. All you do for ya, that's the reason why you do dressing. No, don't do this. Don't do this. And at the end of the day, look at what is going on in our place now. Look at what is going on in our place now. Because of the so-called leadership stupidity. So-called leadership stupidity. But when you do your own instruction, don't do this. I am 100% sure, and I know now you to get that instruction. And that's why I said the person here that instruction to was Chika Dozie, China Sanworu initially.
Yeah, Mazi, will you allow me? Let me play that video. Go volunteer where no party. Let me play that video. Go volunteer where no. Anna.
You think we're here to joke, or you think we're here to play around?
Anna, one madi be on the tafo. Chika, I want you to listen now, okay?
When he said we should suspend the sit at home, and I asked our people, those that I had discussion. I said, but what is the reason? They don't even give any reason why we should suspend it. And they said he didn't give a reason. And I asked them, but you tell me, what reason would I give Biafrans why I am suspending this sit at home when our demands has not been met? That was my question. I asked those both in DOS and those who were not in DOS that I had the opportunity to speak with. They were there the news. I asked them, what will be the reason I have to give? And with that, sorry, I think I'm trying to mix a little thing here, but the lawyers have not come back to us now. Now, this is before the night, the first day of it. So when I was asking them what is the reason they want us to suspend this thing, and they told me that we should use NECO as an excuse. I mean, we should use NECO because of the exam that the people are trying to hold. And I said, but NECO doesn't really. It's not a strong excuse to give the Biafrans why we should stop the sit at home. And I will be very, very frank. And I will take the responsibility. I haven't said it on air before because it's not. I don't come on air and I said because there is no reason from our leader that we should stop this sit at home, that we are going to go ahead with the sit at home. And then we went ahead with the first sit at home. After we did the first sit at home, and it was a huge success, unbelievably successful. Then, after that same Monday after the sit at home, the lawyers had a visit again to Onyendu, and they now came back and said that Onyendu said we must suspend that sit at home. So that message came now the second time, and I said, okay, if Onyendu insists, after the evidence we have provided that this thing was successful and that our people were willing to do it, if he insists, I will suspend it. And I suspended it. That instruction came from Onyendu. And anybody who tells you otherwise is lying. And that's how I'll answer that question for you.
So, Mazi, so a leader, our leader give him order. He was looking
Instruction.
for a reason.
Excuse.
A reason for him to
Is
carry
that
it
not
out.
insubordination? Is that not insubordination?
Chika also is here to tell me not clash.
Is that not insubordination? Is that not insubordination? Okay, apart from that, let us step back a little bit. Apart from that, Onyendu, Bauno, stop or something. Don't do this. If Onyendu has said don't do this, one thing about this struggle is very spiritual. That's why before all these idiots join me family that time, I see it by God's grace. And we are Ndidi, my fellow regional coordinator, and some other people, I tell them this is what I've seen, On your 2 days, the thing will start. On your 2 days, 3 days, the thing will start. In fact, when came the following does the following day the thing happened. So why I'm saying all these things, when your leader has told you stop something, and you go ahead and keep doing that thing, is that not what they call insubordination? That is insubordination. That means you're not listening to your leader anymore. You don't look for an excuse. Because Chika doesn't put her when you do see stop this, don't do this. Then no matter not complain. Chika doesn't put her now announce now. Onyendu has said we should not do this. That he has a reason. Okay, Mandibai, very, very well. They respect Onyendu. They respect Onyendu's talk, and they respect Onyendu's authority. Everybody has said, okay, Onyenduku. Since no Onyenduku, we are not doing this anymore. Because Okwa is the straight. Okwa is all the straight. But when you start looking for reasons to give, when you start looking for another expression to use in expressing what they have told you not to do, that means you failed in the path issue you're supposed to be following. You failed, and you failed woefully.
Mazi, well, before you go, can you recognize the state coordinator, Mazi Cosmos Zulu? Mazi, you're welcome, sir. Mazi, that Monday sit at home, Monday go stand. That is the name that they give to it. If Chika obeyed the order from our leader, Simon Open will get the capacity
at all.
No, to do or to announce any Monday or any sit at home in Biafra land.
Biafra land.
Nobody there, nothing. Chika pave a way for that young man.
But the problem still remains that have you forgotten that Abraham was the one that was support? They will come and say this in front. They will go to the back. They will go and talk to Simon, tell him that what he's doing is okay, that he should continue. So they are part of the problem that we are facing in this struggle. They are 100% part of the problem I'm facing in this struggle. Those guys are evil. I will not. It's not by mistake. They are evil. The last thing I told Chika Doziem and his cohorts. The last thing I told him, the last meeting I met, that was the last day Munafa. I told them they asked me if I had something to say. I said yes. I have two things to tell you guys. One, the man go na doesn't even know if I'm now. Because there's a lot of things that necessitated to that. And I did my investigation thoroughly before I did my investigation very, very well. No, I did my investigation very well. And secondly, that what you should have done, jump once, when I jump 4 times 10, knowing fully well, then why you not jump? Then people will understand, oh boy, no, don't mess with this guy. Their people are still standing firm with him. People are still standing firm with him. But this is what they've done.
Mazi okwa the same Chika politism gwalai gwa umadaka highway that if we reduce the authority of Mazi can we are putting yourself in danger.
Exactly. And this is what exactly. And I told Chika does him this. This same thing. I told him, and I didn't know that Chika has said this. Mbosim for that thing, Mbosim goes in that thing. I see, wow, I didn't know that Chika has said this before.
Yeah.
But wow, but the same thing, then made for so. Oh, come on now.
Yeah.
Are you a fool? You have to reason. You have to reason.
Yeah.
Use your head. So because of now, Onyendu, if Onyendu was incommunicado, that we don't hear from Onyendu at all. Yes. Then all these things from him are justifiable. But no, Onyendu was not incommunicado. So you cannot take away Onyendu's leadership position from him because now when Dala Choi take it. Come on, man. Onyendi Bundi, I asked them that question. Onyendi Bundi Je na because I was at home and I saw na channels of I seen an IPOB leadership. Rock. Who are those people? We know them. I'm wonderful. Look at these people. Look at these people. On the Bunde that place. Wanna know? We know them. I'm a intelligence report there. I'm a so forget this thing. Up and down, the only thing is that they should not be lying to our people.
That's all.
We are here to set the record straight. They should not be lying to our people.
This is not 2021.
It's
not 2021 at all. You know?
They shouldn't be lying to our people.
Maz, listen, you know, during the time of Uchimefor, when Uchimefor still remained with us, any story from Maz Nankano, you see, from the highest commander,
he carries it out, and
no?
people are moving fine.
You know?
He carries it out.
You know?
That's how you do yati can be seen out Roma.
Yeah, what's going to happen there? No?
My brother, I was just so pleased with what he was saying, and I'm on somebody. Anyway, I have some of them here, so it doesn't matter. Now, can finally realize, okay, if they are not doing any insubordination or carrying out any insubordination, why is it now in where house now Germany?
Yeah.
Why is it that they've gone to go and open another house?
In Bremen on 14th of next month.
Question.
Yeah.
Why is it a house Oyendu sanctioned for? Why did they go and open their own? If not that something is wrong somewhere. I was just now this thing. You cannot keep deceiving people forever. Look at these people. They can't do nothing. They can't do shit. Look.
That's all.
We were there.
Yeah.
We were there. And these people were, I know them very, very well. Arrogant piece of shit. I'm sorry Because that is what they are, because they don't understand that fact. Now, no matter I'm going to this struggle, their pomposity and arrogance are the
Yeah.
You don't play around with our people's life. And you don't play around with their money either. Hey, go Bala. Oh, go to money total. You know how hard they work for that money. And you say, I only delay me for so on. And you only will me for so on. When you're supposed to be in charge of account, or look at him, look at what he's saying. So now you don't even know the structure of finance anymore.
Anyone I just say I don't know. I don't know.
Look at this man.
But don't Aloy Ejimakor.
Oh man, look at this man.
Aloy Ejimakor.
Come on, man. Abiko can rap with this, because I was just pissed off with the nonsense on our vomit. I was in the heat. I was inside it. I knew what was going on. Man, that's alone. I say. These people, let me just explain. They are not listening to Onyendu. I know. Anyway, in Kaibu. When last did they get message from Onyendu? If that's the case. So wrap them down. I mean, I don't have time for people like this. On they go out for Guru Uche. And when Uche. Number 6 is lacking. You don't even ask questions.
This is not 2021.
No?
Okay, Mazi. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, Mazi. Thank you for coming in. So, Chika Austin, this is the fact. But I told you that whatever you want to say, you have the platform to say it, but you must allow somebody, must allow me to say something. And that is it. And you fought the agreement. You say, okay, you let it go. So, like I said before, I have no permanent enemy, I have no permanent friend in this struggle. Onwe ndị man ige ntị ka agwazi agụ ide atọ go and make a research, go and carry out research about it. Because I told you before, you have recommended the wise counsel Ejimakor. You say I start playing your video. Because you are not only quoting what the judge and the son said, you also said something that Aloy is making money from this. It's not blackmailing. You also said that it's undermining this project. It's not black. All those things. Then when I asked about Ifeanyi Ejiofor, you say you don't know. I asked about Umuel, you say you don't know. And how come about this subordination against our leader by Chika Doziem? So, Biafrans, I thank you for all this, for listening. Asem na ndụ nka obele egbu anyị egbu onwe ya. Onye ya achọ ihe nwa ada, onye ya achọ ihe nwa ada. Our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, ndụ nka enughị echebe anaghị echebe ya. Very soon onye ndu ya not with us. Those enemy within and enemy external that think that onye ndu am not with his family, they are lying. Because Maazị Nnamdi Kanu was born for this. He was born for this. He was born. So, Chika Austin, if you want a debate any other time, just tell me. But you must, next time we must have time. Even 5 minutes, you win 5 minutes. That's all. You answer. You draw my answer. Yeah? You with evidence. With evidence. Everything about today, I present the evidence, the evidence before you. So, therefore, as I'm there, won't come out. I had to go till I was 4 hours, 10 minutes. They won't. Bye. They won't.
In the heart of Biafra's land, where courage blooms, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Kanu stands defying darkened tombs, a beacon of hope, a voice unyielding. He fights for justice, freedom, heart's true healing. Mazia sume sumwe quensu, your spirit ablaze, guiding your people through the tumultuous mazes. From prison walls you sing defiance and truth, a symphony of liberation, unwavering in you. Freedom, freedom, let it echo across the hills, where rivers flow and dreams ascend, where hope fulfills. Gafra's anthem rises, carried by winds so strong, a melody of resilience, a battle cry, a lifelong song. In the shadows chains may bind, but not the soul. Mazinamti Kanu, your purpose takes its toll. The world may turn away, blind to your plight, yet your flame burns brighter, igniting the fight. Behind prison bars you weave tales of courage, a tapestry of resistance woven without rage. Your words pierce the silence like sunbeams through rain, calling for freedom's dawn, breaking every chain. Freedom, freedom, let it echo across the hills, where rivers flow and dreams ascend, where hope fulfills. Gafra's anthem rises, carried by winds so strong, a melody of resilience, a battle cry, a lifelong song. Life of Someone Quensu, joining etched in time, a warrior for justice, a poet of rhyme. May your spirit soar beyond prison walls and make Gafra's freedom reign as destiny calls. This song is a creative expression and tribute Mazinamti Kanu's situation is complex.